Time is.
Uh-oh. We have some technical problems. So, it is a beautiful night here in Buena Vista, Arizona, as we get set for this matchup between the Mountain View Toros and the Buena Colts. Mountain View making a 3-hour drive across the desert from Mesa all the way here to Sierra Vista. Good evening, everybody. I'm Pat Cohen. Alongside me, Naya Belcastro. We are so thrilled to be bringing you this game live from Sierra Vista. And this game is certainly a highly anticipated one between the Mountain View Toros and the Buena Colts. Both teams are 3-2 so far in the season, but Mountain View is ranked number 6 in the entire state of Arizona in terms of high school football. So, Naya, you want to give me some of your thoughts?
Yes, thank you for that intro, Patrick. And Buena High School is actually ranked 53 in Arizona, so they're still really up there and still a great performing school. So I'm really excited to see this matchup. Definitely both teams seem excited. It's a cloudy night here, moon is out, so it's very excited, very October.
Yes, absolutely. A gorgeous night here in Sierra Vista. Temperature is in the low 80s, high 70s, and we are ready to go here as both teams are at the half-yard line for the coin toss. As they are shaking hands with the referees, this will determine who will get the ball first.
Yes.
And we'll see what happens here as both teams shake each other's hands, and we'll see what happens here. So, Buena High School tonight is wearing blue jerseys with white lettering and numbering, and Mountain View Mesa is wearing white jerseys with red helmets and blue shorts.
Yes.
So it's definitely a very interesting color combination
Yes,
tonight.
it's kind of a nice one. And I also wanted to point out, I thought it was nice that Mountain View, even though, despite the long trek, it has such a great turnout for the fans. So some good family turnout over there.
Absolutely. So So Buena has deferred to the second half, so Mountain View will receive the ball first here in the first quarter as we get set for more action. We get set for action here for Buena versus Mountain View. So we'll see what happens as we get underway. And one thing to highlight though is definitely the talent that is both on both Buena and Mountain View.
Yes,
Starting off
definitely.
with Mountain View, Brady Goodman has been an absolute star for the
Yes.
Toros. Brady Goodman, Brady Goodman, Brady Goodman. You
Yeah,
cannot
I've
say
been
enough
looking at
things.
his yardage on Max Preps, and he's been doing outstanding this season. So hopefully we see some more of that tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Brady Goodman is expected to perform very well tonight, very well tonight. And also Buena they also have some talent on their roster. Their starting quarterback Caleb Layton has been putting up some impressive numbers as well.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's pretty. He's doing pretty good. And I also saw on their Max Preps Ricardo Brooks. So he's going to be a running back, and so he's a senior also at Buena. So it's kind of nice to be seeing them too.
So Mountain View will receive the ball first as we get started here in the first quarter. Winds picking up slightly. Winds are expected to be about between 10 and 15 miles an hour tonight,
Yeah,
so not too bad. And we'll
just enough to
see.
cool everybody off.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens here as we get ready for this game between Mountain View and Buena. So now kicking it off for the Colts is Alan Martorello. Martorello will kick off as the Toros get ready to receive. So here we go. Martorello is ready, And off we go. He's gonna do an onside kick, and it bounces around. It's picked up by the Toros. It's picked up by Talon Arnett, and Arnett is still racing down the sideline. Arnett, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and he's in.
Wow,
Touchdown, Mountain View. Oh my goodness, what a start for the Toros tonight! Unbelievable. A touchdown, a punt return touchdown right on the play.
We
There
don't
is
see
a
that
flag
very
though.
often, honestly. I feel like usually they get down about half field, but that was amazing. I wonder what the flag will be about.
Yes, we'll see what the flag is as we
Wonder if they'll let them keep it.
yeah. We'll see what the flag is as we keep going here, but a very impressive play to start off for the Toros.
And
Absolutely
that was
wonderful play.
number.
That was number 0, Talon
Yeah,
Arnett.
that was great.
So we'll see what happens
I
here
guess
as the officials discuss the matter. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
we'll have to keep our eyes out for him. Obviously, he'll be maybe a asset to them tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll see what the refs are discussing here. And we're not quite sure what it is. There was a flag on the play as the head referee now comes towards our vantage point, and we'll see what happens. And a holding call, an illegal block in the back. Penalty is declined, and 2 penalties on
Wow.
Mountain View. So that most likely will erase the touchdown.
Yeah.
So Mountain View fans certainly are not going to be happy about that one.
No, but an impressive start. It's still, even though they don't get to keep it, I feel like it still definitely shows the initiative. They're ready to came and they're ready to play.
Yes, absolutely. So now the Mountain View offense will take the ball at the 40-yard line, and Brady Goodman will get his first chance against Buena here on the field. Goodman sets. He waits. Gets the snap. He hands it off. He hands it off right up the middle and taken down about a 4-yard gain for the Toros on that play. So some positive yardage. It'll be second down. So if you are Andy Litton, the head coach for Mountain View, what are you telling your players right now, Naya?
For Mountain View, I feel like definitely you want to be watching out and paying attention. You don't want any more of those flags.
Absolutely. Second down. Goodman takes the ball. He looks downfield. He throws. It is caught
by number 6.
Teo Weeks on the reception there.
Wide receiver. He's a senior. Wow.
Yes,
great work from him.
Yes, absolutely. So it looks like a first down gain for the Toros, and they are quickly moving down the field, trying to see if they can make up for that lost touchdown. Now Goodman ready again. Gets the snap. Hands it off. He fakes the throw. He hands it off, and it is right up the middle. And it looks like about a 2 or 3 yard gain on that play for the Toros.
And that was.
Yeah. So it looks like that was McCoy Bodley. Number 8 for the Toros. So now here's Goodman again. So now it is second down for the Colts. Goodman throws, and it is caught by Arnett. Arnett racing up the field, and another first down for the Toros.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know what I'm already liking to see from them is they're really able to connect those passes. I feel like that can be a problem sometimes. It's hard to get teams when you're coming in and you're excited, but they came ready. So
yes, absolutely. So now Goodman ready again, first down. Goodman fakes the throw, and a sweep move by Zachary Galaviz, and the Colts are now within striking distance. It's now will be first and goal.
They're really utilizing a lot of their players, so that's nice
absolutely.
To see already.
Absolutely. So, and it looks like there was a holding call against the Toros, and it looks like now the play is going to come back.
That'll be the second holding so far.
Yes, absolutely.
We are 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Yes, 10 minutes, 20 seconds. So now here we go again. Colts back up, and the Colts back again. Now we'll see here. Goodman And it looks like he's going to go right up the middle, right up the middle, right up the middle, and it looks like another short gain on the play. So once again, the Colts are making sure not to get through, not to let that offensive line get the best of them right there, Naya.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the Colts need to make sure that they continue on that good energy within their defense, just to make sure they don't be able to, the Toros aren't able to score.
Goodman fires, and it is caught. It is caught by Teo Weeks again. Looks like he made. It looks like it's not quite enough to move the chains.
Great
Not
catch
when
though.
a good catch though. So just shy of a first down, but they are within striking distance. So still an impressive start for the Mountain View Toros here. So we'll see what happens here. Goodman hands it off, and it is right up the middle, and it looks like Coy Bodley once again. Coy Bodley once again. So now we go up once again. We go up once again. So now we'll see. So now we'll see what happens. So 9:05 to go here in the first quarter. So now the Colts defense trying to keep Mountain View out of the end zone. Goodman hands it off to Bodley again. He tries to charge up the middle. No signal yet. It's a pile up near the goal line. We
They
gotta
just
wait.
dogpiled there, so I think that definitely some refs trying to get in there.
Yes, absolutely. We did not see a signal. It looks like he is just short of the end zone. So the Toros just short of the end zone. And now here we go. Goodman again up the middle to Bodley and touchdown. Touchdown Colts. Coy Yes, and
Or
touchdown.
Toros.
Yeah, for the Toros. Touchdown for the Toros. So now they lead 6-0, and they are the first ones to strike here in this game.
Yes, they are. Great job to them. And Buena fans over here staying strong for their team. They're excited to see some plays tonight. So we have a lot of game left to see.
Yes, absolutely. So now kicking it away is John Gerard. For the Toros. So now we'll see if Gerard can add another point. It looks like there was a bit of a false start there. Kick is up, and it is good. It is good. That is good. It looked like there was a bit of a false start on the
I did
Colts
see that
side,
as well, yes.
but there was no flag on the play. No flag whatsoever. So the Toros are the ones to strike first, and we'll continue here. So we'll see what happens. As we keep going through this game. So if you're Buena right now, if you're head coach, if you're the head
Joe
coach,
Thomas.
Joe Thomas, what are you telling your players right now?
Well, I would just would be telling them to make sure that they're paying attention to this offensive run and make sure they use it wisely. What are you going to be saying to them?
Yeah, I would pretty much say the same thing. I would pretty much say the same thing as well. It's early and it's still early in the game. It's
It
still
is,
the
yes.
it's still the first quarter. So we'll see what happens. We have 8:26 left to go here in the first quarter. So a very solid start by Mountain View here, and we'll see if the Colts can respond. So now John Gerard will punt it away. Will punt it away here, and the Colts will receive. So now we'll see here, and we'll see what happens
On
here.
this gorgeous, real grass field. It looks
Yes, it looks, yeah,
great.
very
Just like last week. Last week we had a grass field as well, so.
indeed. So now Gerard kicks away, and he does an onside kick. It bounces towards the goal line, It's picked up by one of the Colts, and they're going down, and it goes down towards the 30-yard line. Looks like inside the 30, so good field position for the Colts here. And now we'll see as Buena takes the field, and we'll see if they can respond to the scoring drive by the Toros. So if you're the offense right here for Buena, what do you need to do to respond to Mountain View?
I think definitely just bring your A game. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure everyone is where they're supposed to be, and that you have those open players to make those connections.
Absolutely. So now we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here as we continue. As the Buena offense will take the field, and with their quarterback Caleb Layton, as the Colts get ready for their first possession of the night.
Excited to see this offense.
Yeah, so now we'll see what happens. A low snap. Layton hands it off. And it looks like a very botched play right there.
Yeah,
So
some pushing around in the field.
Yes, absolutely. So botch. It looks like it was a botch play right there. So we'll see if. So it looks like the Colts went a bit backwards on that play. So now we'll see what happens. It's second down for the Colts. And now Leighton and hands it off and passes it. Is complete to Colton. Passes complete. Passes complete. And into Colton Garrett, the backup quarterback, who also
Yeah,
apparently
wow,
now is now a wide receiver.
wow.
Very surprising there.
Yeah,
Very surprising there.
I wonder. They don't have him listed as just athlete, which I know
Yes.
sometimes they do that to multiplayer. So
Leighton looks. He was trying to go downfield, look at direct traffic. Now he fires downfield. He's got a man open, but it is incomplete.
great
And
intended pass though.
yes, pass intended for T.J. Walker. That would have been an amazing catch, but unfortunately the Toros defense held strong on that
They
play.
were both running for that, so I think that was a
Yes.
hard connection there.
That was the third down play, so it looks like the Colts special teams will come out onto the field. And so now we'll see what happens. But it looks like maybe they might go for it, or they might do something else.
Yeah.
So it looks like they may. They no, yeah, it looks like the special teams that it is fourth down. It is fourth down. So we'll see as the Colts will punt it away. So a 3-and-out for the Colts here.
Interesting how both teams are 3-2. Also, such different rankings, but they're really at similar spots in their season.
Absolutely. So now the Colts will punt it away. And
Great
Leighton
punt.
punts it away. And it is going to go all the way down to inside the 24-yard line. A
Wow.
very impressive punt there by Buena. So good. It's a good job by Buena pinning the Toros inside their 24-yard line. So now we'll see as the Toros regain possession of the ball. So if you're Buena right now, what are you telling your players, especially after that 3-and-out?
Well, I think it's important to really utilize the defense and the defensive players that they have and make sure that they're keeping the Toros down because obviously we know they can already put those points on the board.
Exactly. And if you're and also on top of that for Mountain View, if you're Andy Litton, what are you telling your players right now?
Ride out this wave, they're already up so early in the game, and so this is great. Making sure you're continue doing what you're doing minus the flags.
Absolutely, Naya. I couldn't agree more. So now the Toros will be inside their 24-yard line. It is first down for the Toros. For the Toros, their second possession of the night.
Yes, I'm sure they're enjoying this cool weather.
Absolutely. I'm sure everyone is. So now Brady Goodman will get a chance to show his stuff once again. Goodman gets the snap. He looks. He fires. He has a man. It is Arnett again. Arnett down the sideline and is dragged down inside the 40, roughly about the 39-yard line. So that'll be good for a Mountain View first down. So
Great play.
another solid start for the Toros there.
Yeah, Arnett's really, making himself available, and I think he's getting around Buena, so I think that's really important, and definitely that'll decide if Goodman trusts him more later on the game.
Absolutely. So now it is first down again for the Toros. Goodman gets a snap. He hands it off to Arnett again. Arnett up the middle and trying to break free, but not quite. He looks like he's close to another first down.
Still moving up the field, though.
Yes, still moving up the field, so still an impressive run, and they are going to mark him just shy of a first down. There. It looks like the referees are going to measuring, and no, they're going to give it to him.
Wow.
They gave him a first down. They gave
Two
him a
first
first down.
they're on a hot streak right now.
Yes, absolutely. So Mountain View showing their offense is potent once again. First down again for the Toros. Goodman fakes the handoff. He looks downfield, throws, and it is caught by Arnett. Arnett up the sideline. He's at the 30, and he's still going, and finally take it down at the 25.
That'll be enough for a first down as well.
Talon Arnett, an absolute wonderful. Talon Arnett has been lights out so far tonight. It has been unbelievable. For Mountain View. So Talon Arnett certainly has proven himself so far this game. He has been exploding offensively for the Toros.
Yes, I agree.
First down again. Goodman hands it off, fakes the throw. He handed it up the middle to Coy Bodley, and it looks like a steady gain.
Yeah,
Short gain, not quite enough for a first down. So it'll be second down for the Toros. But again, they are within striking distance.
Yeah, they are.
So just about in the red zone for the Toros. So now Brady Goodman steps up again. Goodman gets the snap. He fakes the handoff. He passes complete, and it is Galaviz is into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Mountain
Wow.
View. Zachary Galaviz with a Zachary Galaviz. Galaviz.
Stumbling into the end zone there.
Yes, absolutely. Another touchdown for the Toros. They now lead 13 to nothing over Buena. So a good start there. A good start there for the Toros. So now a very good job there by Mountain View. So a solid start here. And
I agree. Yeah, I think that they're doing a great job just making those connections and paying attention where they need to be.
absolutely. So now John Gerard will punt the extra point once again. We'll see what happens here. Gerard, kick is up, and it is good. Another solid kick there by John Gerard. An absolutely solid kick there, and just like that, and with only five minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first, it is now 14 to nothing Mountain View
What actually
already.
we've seen so far, I feel like, but I definitely feel like the first quarter is so uncertain. You never really know what's going to happen. But as it can always switch, and I find that it almost gives the other team more motivation if they don't make a touchdown in the first quarter. They really want to make sure that they get it later. So
Yes, absolutely. So now Buena's down by 2 scores, and they need to respond here if they are going to match up with the Toros'
yes,
potent
I hope we'll see
offense.
some good plays here.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll see what happens
And
as we keep going throughout this game. So Mountain
53 rank, they had to work. So Buena worked very hard for that. So I'm definitely excited to see what they put on the board tonight.
absolutely. So now we'll see what happens as we continue on through this game. So now John Gerard will punt it away again for the Toros. And it is a traditional kick this time, kicked up by and intended for Jaden Thomas, but it goes out of the end zone for a touchback. So now Bueno will take the field once again, take the field once again, take the field once again, hoping to score here. And if you're Coach Thomas for the Colts right now, what are you telling your offense right now, especially down 14 to nothing, Naya?
Yeah, more stress on what I said before as don't waste this chance, this offensive chance. Any chance you can get, and it's a beautiful night, great night to play football. You're at your home field, so they definitely have an advantage in that way, and they know what they have to do.
Absolutely. So now Caleb Layton and the Colts offense take the field once again. Layton gets a snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws and immediately tackled. Oh
Yeah,
my
so that was
goodness.
to number 16,
And
Colton
Colton
Garrett,
Garnett and Colton Garrett again. So definitely,
and he's the backup QB.
yes, absolutely. So definitely both a QB, quarterback, and wide receiver. So he does double duty.
Uh
Does
huh.
double duty. So now it is second down for the Colts. Layton will try again. Layton gets the snap. He hands it off. It is up the middle. Up the middle. Michael Lujan, the running back for the Colts, up the middle. So a decent gain. A decent gain
Yeah,
there. Third down now for the Colts. So hopefully they can make a first down conversion
yeah.
here.
They're not far off from the line, so hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. So now we'll see what happens as we keep going. Third down for the Colts. Layton, high snap. He looks downfield. He throws. He has a man. And it is up the sideline. Up the sideline
TJ
is TJ
Walker.
Walker. And the Colts finally get their first down of the night.
What
Impressive
a
run
play.
there.
Yeah, he really just made sure he found the loophole there. And there were so many men, but he kept stumbling for it. So I think it's about that push. He gave it the push right at the end.
Absolutely. And he skirted the sideline
Yeah, he did.
perfectly.
Yeah.
So the first conversion for the Colts tonight. So now it is first down again for the Colts. Layton looks back. He's in trouble. He throws, and it is incomplete. No flag on the play. That was intended for Giovanni Henderson. Mm,
Though almost caught by number 21 on the Toros, which will be Christensen. And so that would have been no
Yeah,
good.
almost intercepted by Myron Christensen. There. So, but again, the throw was incomplete. So now it'll be second down for the Colts. We'll see if they can respond here and get into the end zone for the first time tonight. They're down 14 to nothing.
Caleb
Layton,
Layton definitely aware, though, of his surroundings, making sure he's looking.
Leighton gets a snap. He looks, fires. He's going to take a deep shot. He's got a man open, and it is caught. It is caught, but they are going to say incomplete, and they're going to say he was out of bounds. It was intended for Jaden Thomas, but he was out of bounds. He was out of
Yes.
bounds.
Great throw, though. Great catch.
Yes, unfortunately, and the Colts fans are not quite happy about that. They thought he was in bounds the whole time, and we'll see what happens here. They're going to spot the ball again, so it'll be third down for the Colts. Unfortunately, so that would have been a great catch
Yeah,
had
if they can do
had
that again,
Thomas stayed in
though,
bounds.
then
Leighton throws. It is incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Michael Lujan, and that'll bring up fourth down. And looks
yeah.
like that'll bring up fourth down again for
I wonder if
the
they'll go
Colts.
for it or if they'll want to punt.
Yeah, we'll see right here. We'll see what Coach Thomas has in mind. And it looks like they're gonna are they gonna switch out some players? No, it looks like they're gonna go for it here
Line
on
it
fourth
back up
down.
again. Yeah, I'm sure they did it one time. I'm sure they can do it again here. We got 4 minutes, 23 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, absolutely. So
And they
now
had it perfectly. He just was, one step too far.
Leighton on fourth down looks, fires, incomplete, and the Colts turn it over on downs. So another a missed opportunity there for Buena to try and see if they could match up against Mountain View, but the Mountain View defense holds strong. So a missed opportunity there for the Colts.
Though I really think they're getting, I think they're warming up, and I think we will see some great things, especially out of Caleb Layton and Jaden Thomas, T.J. Walker. They're all putting this stuff together, so I think that we'll see some good out of them. But it's exciting to see what the Toros, they're excelling here.
Yes, absolutely. So now we'll see what happens here as Mountain View takes the ball once again inside the 45-yard line. Goodman fires, has Arnett. Arnett up the sideline. Arnett still going. He's still going, and he is brought down inside the 25.
Yes,
So
Arnett just somersaulting over the players. Like he has that unstoppable drive that you see sometimes, and he can get the passes and the runs given to him.
yes, absolutely. So now we'll see as we can keep going here. So now the Toros trying to score once again and try and get a 3-score lead.
Already getting pretty far down the field.
Goodman looks, fires. He's got a man open. It's Arnett again. Arnett at the 10. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Toros. Unbelievable. So the Toros strike again. They now have 3 touchdowns on the night. Two by Galaviz and the first of the night by Arnett. Unbelievable start here for Mountain View. They are just completely dominating so far against Buena, and Buena so far has had no answer for those three touchdowns.
Yeah, though they're definitely seeing it. They're definitely witnessing it, and they're going to be studying. If not now, then definitely at halftime. I'd come up with a plan. But I think both teams great job so far. We are seeing the Toros being more dominant, and you got to be careful with that as long as it stays early. But as it gets later in the game, you run out of that time.
Absolutely. Gerard with the kick. It is good, and the Toros are now up 21 to nothing. So another impressive run here by Mountain View, and I have to say, Mountain View is certainly flexing their muscles here. And
Yes.
Buena so far still has not responded in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I
And
wonder what Joe Thomas will be saying
yes, I
about
know.
that.
If you're Joe Thomas right now, you have to be fuming because especially against a team that has the same exact record as you,
Yes.
and you have to be asking yourself, what in the world is going on, and why isn't my team scoring? So we'll have to see what happens as the game progresses. So we'll definitely have to see what happens here as the Buena Colts crowd has gotten a bit quiet now, especially now since they're down 21 to nothing. So Mountain View will punt the ball once again, and we'll see what happens here.
Lots of fun festivities going on. Cheer teams going crazy. Bands getting excited, definitely. And so I think it's nice to see the Friday Night Lights display, regardless.
Absolutely. So now Gerard kicks it away, and it is into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts will start on their 20-yard line once again, and we'll see if the Colts can try and get into the end zone at least. At least they had a wonderful opportunity, but they
That was a great play. I think that was amazing. I think we should run that back and see what happens again.
absolutely. So we'll see if Coach Joe Thomas of the Colts will try that again and see if he can finally get his team on the board and finally give Colts fans something to cheer about. But we'll see what
And
happens as we
we
keep going.
saw, number 4, Caleb Layton. He has an arm on him. He can throw that ball far. So I think that that can definitely be an asset to them.
So yeah. So now we'll see what happens. Layton gets the snap. He hands it off to Lujan, and Lujan is immediately swallowed up. Michael Lujan immediately swallowed up. He's immediately swallowed up by the Mountain View defense. So, and it looks like they're going to do a player swap really quickly. So now it is second down for the Colts. So now we'll see what happens. So the Mountain View Toros lead 21 to nothing with 3:28 left to go in the first quarter. Now we'll see what happens here. Oh, and it looks like a flag is on the play
Yes,
and a
false
false
start, I
start.
believe.
False start. Not sure against who. It is going to be a false start against Mountain View.
I saw the Toros pointing, but I did see a false start from them. So
So yes, absolutely. So a false start call against against the Toros. So that moves the ball up a little bit. So a little bit for Buena. Now we'll see what happens. We'll see if they can use that penalty to their advantage.
yes, and oh, here's some more whistles on the field here. I'm really hoping, regardless of the rank, that this, as much as the Toros are doing incredibly, this is really a great opportunity for Buena to show that they can go up against a good team like this.
Yes, absolutely. Layton with the handoff, and there goes Lujan. Lujan goes up the field, almost broke a tackle,
First
but definitely
down.
enough for a first down. Impressive run by Michael Lujan there. So a very
He
impressive
got
run.
over some players there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He did, absolutely. So now first down for the Colts. So we'll see what happens here. So
Yeah.
now first down with 3:02 with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So we'll see what happens here. Layton gets the snap. He hands it off to Lujan. Lujan tries to spin around, and no, it's now actually going the other way. And it looks like there goes Thomas. Thomas racing down the sideline, and he is brought down.
Yeah, that was number 1, Jaden Thomas again.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely.
He's
Yes,
going to
it
be a
was.
senior for Buena High School, and that was great.
Yes, Jaden Thomas, a sweep around move. Went
Yeah,
a bit
that
running
was.
back there. Normally a wide receiver, but he went running back there.
And he just came right around the side there. Kind of
Yes.
snuck away from everybody.
So now the Colts are in prime position to try and get into the end zone. Layton with the handoff to Lujan. Lujan up the middle. Not much of a gain, about 2 or 3 yards on the play there for Michael Lujan. And it looks like they're going to spot the ball about 2 or 3 yards. So a decent gain there. And it looks like they'll be set up for the second down here. So we'll see what happens as we continue on through this game. Again, the Colts now in prime position. They are inside the 30-yard line with a chance to try and get into the end zone and get their team on the board. Layton hands it off to Lujan. Lujan up the middle again, and another decent gain on
I
that
think that was a
play.
little bit better than the last time. Lujan took that a little bit further this time, so that's good.
Absolutely. So now we'll see what happens. It's now third down. For the Colts. And we'll just have to see what happens. But again, Colts are in prime position. They're crowding around the line of scrimmage. Layton gets the ball. He's going to try and take it himself. No, he hands it off to Lujan, and Lujan is very close. We'll see if they give it to him. And it's a gain of 1, but it doesn't look like it's enough for a first down. And a timeout is called. Yeah, it's called. It's a timeout for Buena, and we'll see what happens here. So now
And
we'll
they
see
have
what
such a pretty scoreboard. The Colts do. They're playing one of those like cup. Have you with the they
Yes.
hide the little ball, but it said this time it's hiding the football underneath the helmet, and you have to try to follow it. So I love. It's nice to see when schools have the big scoreboards. So I think it attracts, a lot of good media. They get to kind of show off a little bit. So it's always fun to see their setup.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So now we'll see what happens here. So obviously a timeout. It's going to be fourth down for the Colts, and obviously Coach Thomas is talking with his players, and the offense is going back on the field. They're going
Yeah,
to try.
get this started again.
They are going to try for a fourth down right here, right now. So we'll see what happens. It is now fourth, and looks like it's going to be fourth and inches for the Colts. So now we'll see what happens here. Leighton waits for the snap, gets the snap. He hands it off to Lujan. Lujan is taken down, and they're going to give it to him.
Nice.
And they are going to give him a first down. So a first down conversion for the
And
Colts.
everybody just clapping over here for the Colts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now we'll see what happens as we keep going here. So now 1 minute 10 seconds to go as we keep going here. In the first quarter between Buena and Mountain View. So now we'll see what happens. So first down for the Colts. Caleb Leighton sets. Leighton gets the snap. He hands it off to Lujan again. Lujan up the middle, and a decent gain there. It looks like about 5 yards on the gain. 5 to 7 yards on the gain, for 5 to 7 yards on that play. So it'll be second down for the Colts. And again, now they are inside the 15-yard line. And again, another prime opportunity for the Colts here to finally get into the end zone.
Yeah, they're doing a great job fighting, and they're getting up the field. So
Leighton in trouble. He's going to take it himself. He's got nobody in front of him, and he is into the end zone. A touchdown for Buena.
great job, Colts.
Caleb Leighton takes it into the end zone himself, and the Colts finally do get on the board. It's now 21-6. So Caleb Leighton taking charge.
Yeah, most definitely. They got the flashing lights here for the touchdown like the other schools, but they also have blue lights. So that's kind of fun. That'll give you some insight on what it looks here on the field. Everyone's very excited.
Yeah, so finally the Colts give their fans something to cheer about as the Colts are determined not to be shut out tonight by Mountain View. So now they will punt it away. They will punt it away. They will punt it for the extra point here. And we'll see what happens. And the kick is up, and it is good. Alan Martorello on the kick. So it is now 21-7. In 21-7.
I think we saw that connection here that wasn't happening a few of the plays before that they were nearly there. But when they put it together, that was great. They had some good passes, they had some good runs, and they made it into the end zone. Not pretty quickly there. We still got 2:37 left in the first quarter.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll see what happens. Here. So now we'll see what happens here. So if you're Mountain View right now, what are you telling your players, especially after that drive by Buena?
Just to make sure they're following what they're doing, obviously they're going to anticipate that there will be some scorage from Buena, but that's definitely not ideal for them. I think that they want to definitely remain as victorious as they can, so they're going to definitely bring their A game to this next quarter.
Absolutely. So now with 2:37 to go, we'll see what happens here as Buena will punt the football away. Alan Martorello will punt the ball away for the Colts. And Martorello kicks it away. He does another onside kick. It is picked up. And Mountain View takes it to about to midfield.
Yeah, they just kept pushing it.
So now good field position
around the 50-yard line.
So yes, good field position for Mountain View here. So now we'll see if the Toros can respond to Buena here.
And
so,
we've seen them get down the field quite quickly before. So
yes, absolutely. So Buena will need to improve their defense if they are going to stop the offensive run by Mountain View.
Precisely.
So it looks like we have not 2 minutes 37 seconds, but 16.9 to go here in the first quarter. So we're just about wrapped up.
Excuse me, I apologize.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 16.9 to go here in the first quarter.
I didn't see the little dots in the middle, so I thought it was 2 minutes.
That's okay, Naya. So now Goodman hands it off, and going up the field is Coy Bodley. So another impressive run there.
And we've seen him popping up a good amount also, so definitely been putting some good work in for his team. Gotta include him as well.
Absolutely. So now 9.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So we're just about done with one quarter down and then 3 more to go. So now we'll see what happens here. Second down for the Toros. Goodman looks
Ooh,
and
false
they jump
start.
the gun. Oh my goodness. It's a false start. It's against Mountain
Yeah,
View. It
I
looked
did
like
see that. It seemed like both teams actually. I feel like I saw it on both of them,
yeah,
but
looks like but obviously the refs saw Mountain View move first, so they will move the ball back 5 yards. So now still 9.5 left to go
quite a
here.
few false starts on
Yes.
Mountain View.
Yes, absolutely. So now we'll see what happens here. 9.5 left to go in the first quarter. Goodman looks to his right. Goodman looks. He fires. It is incomplete, intended for Talon Arnett. And that would have been an easy touchdown had
Yeah,
Arnett
that was
caught
a
that.
great throw.
So now this most likely will be the last play of the first quarter, 5 seconds to go. So definitely, if you're Mountain View right now, you're still in the driver's seat, right, Naya?
I feel like most definitely, yes. 7 to 21, they still have a great lead, and if they use that initiative, I think that they won't have any trouble.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be, they'll definitely, if they continue how they will, we'll see more points put on the board by them. But I think they have to be careful in their little slips up, the false starts and such.
Absolutely. So now third down for the Toros. Goodman. He hands it off to Bodley again. Bodley up the middle, and he almost broke free.
Scraping
Definitely a
by.
first down, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter. So we are done with the first quarter here. With
What
the first quarter.
storage we've seen so far.
And so, yes, absolutely. So definitely a good start here for the Toros. And so we'll be back with more. We'll be back with more after this, and we'll be back for the second quarter. You're listening to Varsity Sports Radio.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn Battis with Varsity Sports Show, and I'm here to give you a quick recap of the ASU versus number 24 ranked TCU football game from last weekend. Last weekend, ASU came out on top after an incredible comeback performance. In fact, it was the biggest comeback versus a ranked opponent in program history. TCU started the game strong with a touchdown by number 6, Trent Battle, in the first quarter, a touchdown by number 26, Jeremy Payne, in the second quarter, and a field goal by number 99, Nate McCashlin, to bring TCU to that 17-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. It all turned around when ASU's Sam Levitt threw a huge touchdown pass to Jordan Tyson, bringing the Sun Devils back into the game just before halftime. Levitt finished out the half with an impressive run and rushing touchdown, proving himself to be an incredibly versatile QB1 for the Devils. In the beginning of the third quarter, TCU's Josh Hoover got his team down the field quickly with a huge pass to number 14, Joseph Manjack. However, ASU had a massive interception soon after, which eventually led to a successful field goal kick by Jesus Gomez to tie up the game 17-17. TCU responded almost immediately after that with another touchdown, bringing the score to 24-17, but Raleek Brown on ASU came up strong in the fourth quarter for some huge yard-gaining plays, which eventually led ASU to the 4-yard line on 4th and goal with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining.
And welcome back to Varsity Sports Radio. Pat Cohen alongside Nia Castro. Second quarter here. Goodman throws it off to Talon Arnett. Arnett up the sideline, still going. Arnett with almost nobody in front of him, and he is in for the touchdown. So right off the bat, first play of the second quarter, Mountain View gets into the end zone. Again, it is now 27-4 Toros.
Yeah, that was great. Great job by Arnett. So we're definitely going to be seeing more out of him.
Absolutely. So now it is now 27-4 Mountain View. They are just on fire here in this game. First play of the second quarter, they immediately go into the end zone. So very impressive, a very impressive start to the second quarter for Mountain View. So now John Gerard on for the extra point. So now we'll see what happens. Now we'll see what happens here. Gerard gets in position. He waits for the snap and the kick. Gerard waits. Still waiting. Gets a snap. The kick is up. And it is good. So now it is 28-7 in favor of the Toros. An absolutely impressive performance so far tonight for Mountain View. They are just clicking on all cylinders tonight. An unbelievable job by Mountain View. And if you're Buena right now, you have got to be very upset that this game is not going your way.
but they still have 7 points on the board. So I feel like it's still pretty early. Definitely not as high as they would like to be. Just obviously with their competing team.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll see what happens here as Buena will receive the ball now with 11:51 left. With 11:51 left in the 11:51 left here in the second quarter. So an impressive start here by the Toros. They lead 28-7. So now we'll see what happens here. So now Gerard places the ball at the 40-yard line as the Toros get ready to punt it away. It'll be returned. It'll be returned by Jaden Thomas. Back to receive. Gerard sets and he punts it away. And it's going to go to just out about the goal line. And goal line, it looks like Ricardo Brooks on the carry. And Brooks, it looks like he is inside the 25 on that play. So at the 22-yard line, beg your pardon. So now we'll see what happens as the offense for Buena takes the field again. And if you're Buena right now and head coach Joe Thomas, what are you telling your players right now?
I don't even really know what I would be saying right now, honestly. I feel like just making sure your head's in the game, making sure you're paying attention. So
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens here as Caleb Layton and the Buena offense once again try desperately to see if they can counter the Mountain View's Toros potent offense. So now Layton sets again. He's ready. Gets a low snap. Layton looking to his right. He's going to throw, and he's going to throw it away. There was nobody downfield. Everyone was covered, so he just had to throw it away on that play. So, and that just shows you that Mountain View, both offensively and defensively, is clicking on all cylinders, Naya.
yes, I agree. They're doing a great job putting those points on the board and making sure that they're not going to let anything slip past them.
Absolutely. So now it is second down for the Colts, and it looks like they are going. Are they going to swap out any players? It looks like no, they are not. As everyone gets lined up on the line of scrimmage, second down now for the Colts. Layton gets the snap. He hands it off to Lujan. Lujan up the middle, and not quite much of a gain there for the Colts running back Michael Lujan, and so it'll set up third down for the Colts. So again, Mountain View is clicking on all cylinders so far tonight.
I agree. Yeah, they're doing a really great job.
So now we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Third down for the Colts. Layton with a high snap. Layton looking downfield. He's in trouble, and Layton is sacked. He is sacked. He is sacked inside.
And his helmet comes off.
And his helmet came off. Oh my goodness! And so he'll probably have to come out for a play on that one. But it looks like it's not going to matter anyway because it's going to be fourth down for Buena. So a very impressive play there by Mountain View. Their defense has so far been unstoppable, just allowing 7 points tonight. So we'll see what happens here as the special teams comes on, as the kicking team comes on for Buena. And it looks like so they will punt it away with Zachary Galaviz on the return. And a flag now has come out. And we'll see what happens here. If flag is out, we'll see what the penalty is here. A defensive offsides call against Mountain View, but it is still going to be fourth down. Unfortunately for the Colts, they did not get an automatic first down on that call, so they will still have to punt it away. Zachary Galaviz on the return, and they kick it off. They punt it. Galaviz, it is over his head. He gets the ball and recovers. Galaviz trying to go up the sideline, and he is brought down inside the 35-yard line. And so now a very impressive start there. Galaviz, that punt was a little bit too high, and he was fortunate enough to recover that. The Colts could have swarmed that ball right there, but he was able to recover. So it'll be Mountain View ball. So if you're the Toros right now, if you're the Toros and head coach Andy Litton, what are you telling your players right now?
I would definitely say to put more points on the board.
Yes, absolutely. So now with 10 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So now we'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens as the game progresses on. So now we'll see what happens. Goodman fakes, throws, and incomplete. Intended for his wide receiver, Vinny Uriarte. Uriarte. So trying to get his first completion of the night, but unfortunately, out of the range, out of range. So a good stop there. It'll be second down for Mountain View, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Goodman looking to his left, looking to his right. So Brady Goodman, the star quarterback for the Toros. Goodman gets a snap. He looks, he hands it off, and right up the middle, and still going, is Steve Meadow. Unbelievable. A good start there. For Steve
And there was just someone hanging onto his foot there as he was trying to continue on up the field.
Absolutely. So another first down, and the Toros moving quickly, not wasting any time and trying to get down the field. So inside the 50-yard line. Goodman has a man. He completes it, and he completes it to Teo Weeks, and Weeks is brought down, but it looks like he got the first down. So again, a very impressive start there by the Toros. And I have to say, Nia, the Toros offense is clicking on all cylinders. Everything seems to be clicking for Mountain View.
Even their defense.
Yes, absolutely. Everything is clicking for Mountain View right now. But it's first down again for the Toros. Goodman waits for the snap. He waits. Goodman with the snap. He hands it off to Coy Bodley again. Bodley up the middle and is brought down close to the first down marker. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him. And it's going to be a gain of 7, so he will be short on the first down gain. So it's been a very impressive showing for Mountain View, hasn't it, Naya?
Yes, I agree. They've been doing a great job getting that ball up the field and just making sure that they're in the right spot.
Absolutely. Goodman waits, has the snap. He looks, he throws. A flag is on the play. It is caught. By Vinny Uriarte, but it looks like maybe a timeout was called. I'm not sure what happened here. It looks like the referees will confer with each other to see what happened. There was a flag on the play. We'll see what happens. And it looks like this may be coming back. It is a holding call against Mountain View. A holding call against Mountain View, so this play will be coming back. A huge penalty for the Toros. We'll see where they place the ball. And it looks like we're not sure what's happening on the field right now. We're waiting to see where the ball is going to be placed. And it'll be placed at the 46-yard line. So we'll see what happens here. Not sure what's going on the Mountain View sideline right now. Coach Litton seems to be confused about something, and
some shuffling around.
Yeah, it looks like it a little bit, but we'll see what happens. It looks like there was some confusion on the previous play, so we'll see what happens. It looks like Coach Litton not quite sure what was happening, and the refs don't seem to be quite sure what was happening. And it looks like, and now the refs are going to be discussing with each other. Not sure if Mountain View and Buena are getting in each other's faces or not. But we'll see what happens. The referees are conferring with each other, and now the head referee is going to come in. So we're not quite sure what is happening right now. So if you're Buena, Naya, what are you telling your team right now, especially if you're down 28-7?
Well, I think Thomas is definitely going to be coming up with a strategic plan to try to come back from the little bit of loss. Definitely that they're coming to work 8 minutes 46 seconds left. So in the second quarter. So definitely coming up with something to put more points on the board.
Absolutely. So now we'll see. It looks like, again, we're not quite sure what is going on and why there's a delay in the game here. But we'll see what happens as the officials are still conferring with each other, still talking it over, and we're still not quite sure what is going on.
Yeah, a lot of confusion.
Yes, indeed. So a lot of confusion. And so yeah, a lot of confusion here on the play. So now we'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens.
Definitely a lot of excitement, though, by the Colts family over here as we get started to play again.
Yes, absolutely. So now, Goodman ready to go again. So second down for the Toros. Goodman waits. He gets the snap. He fires. It is caught by Bodley. Bodley is brought down well short. So it looks like a bit of a backwards play right there. So on that previous penalty. So it'll be third down for the Toros. So very impressive showing by the Colts defense on that play right there, Naya.
Yes, most definitely. I think that there's things are starting to pick up, and things are starting to connect. So
Absolutely. So now we'll see here. Goodman waits. He fires. It is caught. It is caught by Vinny Uriarte, and he is brought down inside the 35-yard line. We'll see if it's enough for a first down. And it is not. It doesn't look like it. It is going to be a 4th down and 1. And the Toros are going to go for it here on 4th down.
very exciting.
Goodman, they're going to do the sneak run, and it looks like Goodman got over the pile. And it looks like we're no signal yet. Still no signal. Still no signal from the officials. We're still waiting for a signal. And it looks like we're not sure if Mountain View got the first down or not. Not first down or not. So we'll see what happens.
I think a few more people have filled out also on Mountain View's side, so maybe the long drive, they at least get to be here to see the rest of it, so it's exciting.
Absolutely. So we're not quite sure if they got the first down or not. It looks like they're going to measure it, and we'll see what happens. So we're not quite sure what happens here. It looks like they're going to try and measure, see if they got the first down or not. It's very close, Naya. Very close.
I'm glad that they're definitely taking the time to just make sure that, they're doing it the right way, but it's definitely some confusion on if they have it or not. I wonder what will end up happening.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So we'll see what happens.
Players waiting by with anticipation.
Yes, the players are standing by with anticipation. The refs conferring with each other with the downs marker, and it looks like they are going to bring the downs markers onto the field, so they are definitely going to be very sure that they get this measurement right. So we'll see what happens as they bring the downs marker, and we'll see if they made it or not. So now we'll see as they line up the chains, and it is short. They are short,
Wow.
and Buena takes over on downs.
Very exciting for Buena. This is a great opportunity for them.
Yes, absolutely. And absolutely. So now we'll see as we keep going here as Buena
Continue.
Yeah, and so Buena takes over on down. So a perfect opportunity here. We'll see if this will be the spark that will hopefully motivate the Colts to try and respond here.
I was thinking the same thing.
So now Caleb Layton and the Colts offense back out on the field. Layton waiting for everyone to be set. He looks to his right. Still looking to his right as they await the snap. So first down for the Colts with 7:23 to go here in the second quarter. So now we are all set. Layton waits for the snap. He gets the snap. He hands it off to his running back, Lujan, and taken down about 3 to 4 yard gain on the play there for Lujan. And if you're Buena right now, you got to be super motivated, especially after turning the ball over on downs, right, Naya?
I think it brings definitely a level of excitement into it and just makes you want to drive the ball up the field that much harder. So,
Second down now for the Colts. Leighton gets a snap. He moves to his right. He's trying to go downfield. He throws. It is incomplete. Oh my goodness! An incomplete pass. An incomplete pass for the Colts. So that would have been a prime pass there, but unfortunately, T.J. Walker dropped it. So that's got to be frustrating if you're Buena.
I think so, yeah, especially as things are starting to heat up and you're starting to have some of these little victories. But I don't think I want to, you shouldn't count them out too fast. So I think it's still going good for both teams. And 20-7, there's still time. We have quite a bit of time, so I think that's an exciting element to keep in mind also.
Yes, indeed. We still have plenty of time here in this game. We're only in the second quarter, and we have another half to play as well. So now it is third and long for the Colts. As they will make some player switches here before the play. So we'll see what happens here. So 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. So now we'll see what happens here. Leighton, the snap. He fires. It is caught. It is caught by Jaden Thomas. And a first down for the Colts. So very impressive. A very impressive.
Amazing job for the
Yeah,
Colts.
absolutely an amazing job for the Colts on that play right there. So now again, another opportunity here for Buena as they continue to drive the ball down the field with 6:45 left to go. So a very impressive play. And it looks like a penalty against Mountain View.
Yes, going to be some shuffling down the field.
So yeah, it looks like either a 10 or 15-yard penalty for the Colts, penalty for the Toros, beg your pardon. And so now, once again, Buena is in prime position to get into the end zone and try to cut this deficit. Leighton sets. He hands it off to Lujan, but Lujan is immediately swarmed by the Toros. There is a flag on the play. So another flag. We'll see if this will be against Buena or Mountain View. We're not quite sure.
I think he had a really solid carry there though, and he had the right idea, but it's just Mountain View really lines up fast, and also I think it's a fun factor that we see a lot of pink here today, including the refs flags. That's for breast cancer awareness for the month of October. So I think that's a great thing.
Yes, it is. So it looks like a face mask call against Mountain View, and again the ball will be moved down. Another penalty against the Toros. So now, once again, it seems
interesting.
Yes, absolutely. So now Buena being handed gift after gift as they'll move the chains again. So now, once again, Buena in prime position to try and get into the end zone, with 6:23 left to go here in the first half. Leighton gets a snap, hands it off to Lujan. Lujan up the middle, and a decent gain on that. It looks about a 5 or 6 yard gain on the play. So it'll be second down for Buena. So another impressive run there as little by little, the Colts move the ball down the field as they try to respond here against this potent Mountain View defense. Now second down for the Colts. Leighton moves to his right. He shuffles it to T.J. Walker, and another decent gain on the play. Actually, no gain on the play, so it'll bring up third down for the Colts. So now we'll see what happens. It's now third down, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And again, another prime opportunity here for the Colts. We'll see what happens here on this play. So if you're the Colts right now, you're in desperation mode, right, Naya?
You definitely are. You're going to be grasping for something before halftime.
Leighton, he throws. It is incomplete. There was a late shove at the end.
Was that intended for number 8?
Yes, T.J. Walker. Intended for T.J. Walker. And so now it's decision time for the Colts. Do they go for it or do they try a field goal attempt?
I wonder what they'll end up doing.
And it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. So it looks like they're going to go for it here on fourth down. So they will go for it. The Colts are going to go for it here on fourth down. Leighton gets a snap, hands it off to Lujan. Lujan, and actually another sweep by Jaden Thomas, and Thomas comes up short. They faked the handoff and got it to Thomas, but he is well short of the first down marker. So Buena turns the ball over on downs, and another missed opportunity there for the Colts. And if you're Coach Thomas right now, you have got to be very frustrated with your team right now, Naya.
I think so, but I think he's also seeing them go out there and really try to put something together. I think that they just have to make sure they're really hitting all those key points against a team like Mountain View, just because they are so fast.
Absolutely. So now Mountain View takes over on downs. Brady Goodman back out on the field, and a flag even before the snap. A flag, and it looks like it is going to be an so an offsides call against the Toros, so they will back up 5 yards.
Yeah, interesting. Gives them a little, even more of an advantage here. So
Yes, indeed. So now with 5:06 left to go here in the first half. So now it is 28-7, 20-7 Toros. Brady Goodman waits for the snap. Goodman hands it off to Coy. Hands it off again to Coy.
Bodley was it?
Yes, to Coy Bodley. So now once again a small gain there for the Toros. Second down now for Mountain View. Goodman looks to his left. Goodman moves to his left. He's going to throw. He's got a man open downfield. It's Arnett. Incomplete. And it was intended for Talon Arnett. And the Mountain View folks want a pass interference call, but there is no flag on the play. So
What a beautiful throw that was, though. It just had great accuracy. If he wasn't crowded by two other players getting him down, then I think he for sure would have caught that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, but again, it'll be third down, and Arnett was pinned against the defender's back, and surprisingly, a pass interference call was not made. So now we'll see here, third down for Mountain View. Goodman looks. He moves to his left. He's going to take it himself, and he gets the first down, a whole lot more. He's at the 50 and is brought down at the 49. So Brady Goodman taking matters into his own hands. So we've seen both quarterbacks take matters in their own hands. First, Caleb Layton on the touchdown in the first quarter, and now Brady Goodman here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think both QBs that we're seeing tonight both have that drive and the initiative to go the extra mile to just try to put something up.
Goodman looks, he's got a man, and down the sideline, and he is out of bounds. Teo Weeks on the reception there. And so, alrighty. So now we'll see what happens.
Interesting kind of few actions here. I feel like I'm not exactly sure where we're going to be leaving off at halftime. Maybe we're going to be seeing some more points, maybe not, but definitely been interesting so far.
Absolutely. So now Goodman with the snap. He hands it off, and man, once again, it's Coy Bodley. Bodley inside the 25-yard line. So another impressive run there by the Mountain View star running back.
And I think Mountain View just keeps pushing forward with that unstoppable kind of force that we've seen that they have in them. So Buena just needs to find a good strategy to put them down.
Goodman to his left, and to Teo Weeks again. Weeks steps out of bounds shy of the first down. So now with 3:42 left to go here in the second quarter. So now 3:42 left to go. Goodman, he fires, he has Weeks, and he goes down the sideline and is brought out of bounds enough for the first down. So it'll definitely be enough for the first down. So we'll see what happens here, as it looks like they get the first down. And so again, another impressive drive here for the Toros. You have to be very impressed if you're very impressed right now.
Yes, I agree. So as am I.
And a flag on the play. And a false start against Mountain View again.
I did spy it a little bit there, but it's really hard to tell. Props to the refs. I feel like when both teams kind of do it a little bit at the same time, it's interesting to see who does it first.
Yes, indeed. So now Mountain View on the carry again, and it looks like it's going to be second down now for the Toros. As we can progress through this game, so 3:23 left to go. Second down now for the Toros. Second down now for the Toros. So definitely it looks like we're gonna set up again as Goodman gets set again. Goodman fakes the handoff. He looks to his right. He's gonna throw and he's got a man. Touchdown! A touchdown for the Toros. And for the Toros, Aiden Sanchez on the reception. On the reception there.
Congratulations to Sanchez. That was great job being open. I didn't see very many other people open, but he made himself available right there. So that's great initiative.
Absolutely. So now it is 34-7 in favor of Mountain View. Unbelievable. So now John Gerard will kick and will try the extra point. He has been solid so far tonight.
Steep lead going into the second half here.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So another perfect kick there for Gerard. It is now 35-7 in favor of the Toros. So an unbelievable start for Mountain View. They have just been clicking on all cylinders. And if you're Mountain View right now and head coach Andy Litton, you've got to be very proud of your team, especially considering the fact that they had to come a long way for this game tonight.
I think so too. And obviously I'm sure they were exhausted after the drive, so they haven't been showing it though. I mean, they have just been really delivering. In terms of the Colts, I think that they have all the things they need to do. They just need to put those connections together. And we still see the fans here, crowds going crazy, cheerleaders cheering. So we're definitely excited to see what they do after halftime as these teams come together.
Yes, absolutely, Naya. Couldn't agree more. So now we'll see what happens as we keep going. 3:05 left to go here in the first half. The Toros will punt it away. John Gerard will punt it away. And both Jaden Thomas and Ricardo Brooks are back to receive. Gerard kicks it off. It is caught and it's going to be handled by Thomas. Thomas up the middle, and he is going to be brought down. It looks like inside the 25-yard line. So a good start there. So they're going to be inside the 25 as Buena looks to try and dig themselves out of an even deeper hole as the Toros now lead 35-7 over Buena. So a very impressive start here by Mountain View here in the first half. And so far the Colts, it's got to be frustrating if you're Coach Thomas right now.
I think so, yeah. And as much as the whole team, it's such a team effort that, I think that definitely they'll be having some conversations going into the locker room there. But I'm excited to see them come out strong. I think that they definitely will. They're going to show some more good plays.
And so now Layton on the carry, and it looks like the play went backwards there. Oh my goodness, that play there just collapsed for the Colts. Mountain View read that exceptionally well.
Oh, that was like a rubber band. It bounced back very quickly.
Yes, it sure did. So it looks like a timeout is going to be taken by the Toros here. So we'll see. So a timeout taken. Definitely here with 2:49 left to go, and we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Varsity Sports Radio.
My name is Amy McDermott, and I'm reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. There's no better feeling than a shutout game on homecoming night, and that is exactly what the Canyon View Jaguars did this past Friday against Camelback Spartans, going for a victory 35-0. Both sides of the ball played fairly well, mostly for Canyon View, but I will say the Spartans did hold them down after the second half. But going back to that first half.
And welcome back to Varsity Sports Radio. I'm Pat Cohn alongside Naya Belcastro as we get ready here for the final 2 minutes and 49 seconds of the first half here. The Mountain View Toros leading the Buena Colts 35-7, and an impressive showing here from Mountain View. So we'll see what happens. Second down for the Colts inside their 25, and even before the snap, a flag is on the
Flags are
play.
flying.
Flags are flying again. It looks like another false start, and this one is against Buena. So they will have to back up 5 yards, 5 yards for this one. So if you're Buena right now, Naya, what are you telling your team? If you're Coach Thomas, what are you telling your team down 35-7?
I think it's really important to keep good spirits. Like we've said before, both of these teams are great, so we need to keep that in mind.
Layton hands it off up the middle, and it looks like not much of a gain on that play there. So again, Mountain View read that play exceptionally well. So it'll bring up the third down, a third down for for Buena, and it looks like the teams are going to be taking another timeout again. And we'll be back with more. You're listening to Varsity Sports Radio.
I'm Andrew Hughes, and I'm reporting.
My name is Amy McDermott, and I'm reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. There's no better feeling than a shutout game on homecoming night. And that is exactly what the Canyon View Jaguars did this past Friday against Camelback Spartans, going for a victory 35-0. Both sides of the ball played fairly well, mostly for Canyon View, but I will say the Spartans did hold them down after the second half. But going back to that first half, Canyon View's QB, Brady Scott, threw 261 yards for 14 completed passes out of 20. He's actually ranked 38 in Arizona for total passing yards. So one of his more important plays that happened that game was in the first half, in the second quarter, where he threw a 32-yard touchdown to senior wide receiver Braden Catlin. Literally right after that, you have...
And welcome back to Varsity Sports Radio. I'm Pat Cohen alongside Naya Castro. The mountain between the mountain in this matchup between the Mountain View Toros and the Buena Colts. The Toros lead the Colts 35-7 with 2:43 left to go here in the first half.
And what an extraordinary half we've seen so far. I think we've seen some good stuff from both teams, but definitely a lot of dominance by the Toros. And so they didn't make that long drive for nothing.
Indeed. So now 2:43 to go, third down for the Colts. And another timeout is going to be taken. Oh my goodness. It looks like both teams are not quite sure what to do there. So both teams will take another timeout, and we'll be back right after this timeout. You're listening to Varsity Sports Radio.
Hello everybody, my name is Antonio Gutierrez here with the Varsity Sports Show, and today we'll be talking about the Horizon Huskies and their elite rushing offense. They run a three-back set led by seniors Bodie Zamorano and Johnny Issett, with freshman running back Dylan Brush playing a vital role as well. Bodie Zamorano is one of the many stars on this Horizon offense. The all-time leading rusher at Horizon has been a 4-year starter and has started out his senior campaign on fire, averaging just over 125 yards a game on the ground. His physical running style has helped him find the end zone 4 times as well this young season.
It's going up very quickly. It's going to be a handoff to Bodie Zamorano up the middle, and he's going to cruise into the end zone.
To go along with the physicality of Zamorano, senior back Johnny Issett provides a spark plug of insane speed out of the backfield. His explosiveness is seen all over the field as he is the return man.
And welcome back to Varsity Sports Radio. Pat Cohen and Naya Castro here in Sierra Vista between the Buena Colts and the Mountain View Toros.
Let's see if we can get some playing going.
Yes, absolutely. So now 2:43 left to go here in the second quarter. So now the Colts offense desperately trying to respond to Mountain View. Caleb Layton, the quarterback, he throws. It is caught by Lujan and immediately is taken down. Oh my goodness, immediately taken down by the Mountain View defense there. Mountain View read that play exceptionally well. I have to say, Naya, Mountain View's defense has read several plays incredibly well, and they have not been fooled at all by Buena's offense.
Yes, I agree. I think we definitely need to credit their defense just as much as their offense because they've contributed a lot too. Buena, as we said before, they've made some great attempts, and it is really the Toros defense that's keeping everything very stagnant when it comes to them.
Indeed. So now 2:34 to go. 2:34 to go as it looks like both teams are conferring for a moment. So it'll be third down for Buena. So if you're Mountain View right now, and if you're Coach Litton, what are you telling your players right now?
Definitely to continue to play a clean game, as low penalties as we can with the highest amount of points we can. I mean, of course, that sounds ideal for any football coach, but I think that's definitely what he's telling them.
Indeed. So now 2:34 left to go here in the second quarter. as it's going to be 4th down, and the Colts will punt it away. It looks like a tricky snap there, and not much of a kick. And it looks like they're fighting for possession of the ball, and it looks like it may be Mountain View ball, and we're not quite sure what happened on that play. It was a bad snap and not much of a kick on that
They
play.
kind of skidded it across the field, so interesting.
And absolutely, but it looks like it's going to be Mountain View ball, and it looks like they are set up in excellent field position right now. So again, Mountain View again, they have done well on their offense, defense, and now their special teams has come through. So you have to be very impressed and very proud if you're the Toros right now, Naya.
I think so. I agree. Yeah.
So now, so now. So now Mountain View will look to get into the end zone again as they lead 35-7 and look to increase their lead. Goodman with a handoff, and charging up the middle is Bodley, and it looks like he is just shy of the goal line, but he will be given the first down. So Coy Bodley has been very impressive tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Watching the playback on the board here, you really see him putting that one foot in front of the other. I mean, all you can do when you have the pushback. So he's definitely keeping up with the Buena here.
Yes, indeed. So now first down again for the Toros, and they get into the end zone. Touchdown Mountain View. Another touchdown. It is now 41-7 in favor of Mountain View. Again, just a dominant performance by the Toros here in the first half, Naya.
I agree. Yes.
So once again, Mountain View proving as to why they are highly ranked in the state of Arizona.
In Arizona. So.
Absolutely, the sixth team ranked in the entire state of Arizona. As Gerard will come on for the extra point, and flags fly. It looks like there was a bit of movement there, and it was a full. Yeah, so it's a false start on the Toros. So they will move back about 5 yards.
About their third or fourth false start for the night, I think.
Indeed. So now with less than 2 minutes to go, so they will move the ball back 5 yards, but should not be a problem for Gerard, as he has been solid all night tonight.
Yes, I agree. Great accuracy.
So now Gerard waits for the snap, and the kick is up, and it is no good. It is no good. Gerard missed.
I think just barely missed there, but very far kick. Honestly, the track goes back pretty far. It almost reached into the parking lot. So definitely, sadly didn't make that one. But we're looking 7-41 for the Toro. So I don't think that they're too sad about it.
No, not, probably not, but definitely a big deal there, as John Gerard, who'd been perfect up to that point, his first missed PAT of the night. So definitely very unusual there, as Gerard has been very solid so far. So now we'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens as we enter the final 1 minute and 57 seconds here in the second quarter. So if you're Mountain View, you feel like you're in the driver's seat, right, Naya?
I think so, and not to get too overconfident, but I definitely am excited to see what they can pull off with their offense in the second half of this game. But also with their defense. Their defense has just been on fire, and I love when we get to see some action going on from the defense, and just what a spectacle. It's been great.
Absolutely. So now Gerard will punt it away as the Colts will receive the ball again, and it is caught. And caught looks like by Jaden Thomas. Thomas is pushed out of bounds. Looks like around the 25-yard line. So another good carry there by Jaden Thomas. Jaden Thomas just went diagonal after that play, trying to gain as much
up the sideline, I think, but
yes, absolutely. So now we'll see what happens here. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter for the Colts, as they will get the ball once again. And it looks like there's a little bit of confusion on the Buena sideline, but now the play is going to get underway. First down for the Colts at the 25-yard line. Leighton hands it off to Lujan, and Lujan is pushed back again, And again, Mountain View is just clicking on all cylinders tonight.
Yeah, I think, we have to congratulate Mountain View because they're just putting what they learned, everything they've been watching in film together. They definitely are doing a great job. And though the Colts are down, I think we're going to be seeing some great stuff from them second half. Regardless of whatever happens, I think that they're definitely still a great team and they're doing a great job.
Layton keeps the ball, but he is sacked. He tried to look for traffic downfield, trying to direct traffic, but he could not do anything there. And Mountain View once again not fooled at all by that play.
Quite a speed on them, I've noticed. So Mountain View definitely, I think that is where a lot of their winning streak here and these last few minutes has been happening.
Layton looks downfield. He's going to move to his right. He's going to try and take it himself. And he is brought down, it looks like just short of the first down as we come down here to the final seconds. The final seconds here of the second quarter as we get ready for halftime. And it looks like they may run the clock down, or may run the clock down. 5-second differential between the game clock and play clock. And it looks like that might do it here for the first half. So as the clock winds down, the Buena and Mountain View looking to each other's sidelines, and it looks like they're going to try for one more play. One more play here. They might just take a knee. As the clock winds down, they're going to try one more play. Layton gets it off. He's going to do a Hail Mary. He has a man open, but it is incomplete. And we go to halftime with the Toros up 41-7 in favor of Buena. So we'll be back right after halftime. Nia Belcastro and Spencer McIntyre are going to take you the rest of the way for the third and fourth quarter. And thank you so much for listening. And we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Varsity Sports Radio.
Hello, everybody. My name is Antonio Gutierrez here with the Varsity Sports Show. And today we'll be talking about the Horizon Huskies and their elite rushing offense. They run a three-back set led by seniors Bodie Zamorano and Johnny Issett, with freshman running back Dylan Brush playing a vital role as well. Bodie Zamorano is one of the many stars on this Horizon offense. The all-time leading rusher at Horizon has been a 4-year starter and has started out his senior campaign on fire, averaging just over 125 yards a game on the ground. His physical running style has helped him find the end zone 4 times as well this young season.
It's going up very quickly. It's going to be a handoff to Bodie Zamorano up the middle, and he's going to cruise into the end zone.
To go along with the physicality of Zamorano, senior back Johnny Issett provides a spark plug of insane speed out of the backfield. His explosiveness is seen all over the field as he is the return man for the Huskies, as well as lining up as the wideout occasionally as well.
7 seconds to go. It's going to be a handoff to John Issett up the gut, and Issett is off to the races. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Horizon touchdown, John Issett.
And if all of that wasn't enough, here's freshman running back Dylan Brush.
To the left of the formation, it's going to be a handoff to Dylan Brush. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to score a Horizon touchdown. Dylan Brush.
Brush is an all-around back that adds another layer to this already deep Husky offense. He has 21 carries on the year with 5 touchdowns, averaging more than 12 yards a carry.
Dylan Brush is going to take this carry. He's got a little room. He might break through it. He does at the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Horizon. Touchdown, Dylan Brush.
His skills were on full display in their most recent game against McClintock on September 25th, where Brush ran for 3 touchdowns, including a 70-yard run, the longest by a Husky this season. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Antonio Gutierrez.
Week 5 of the NFL season is upon us, which also means that there is more chaos upon us here in the NFL. My name is Jacob Nolde here for Varsity Sports Show, and today I'll be running through a quick 2 minutes of the Week 5 in the NFL and some of the key matchups you should be looking forward to come Sunday. Some of them feature 2 hot offenses, some feature 2 hot defenses. All matchups from the Sunday we'll be talking about here tonight. October is here, and so games start to mean a little more as the weather gets colder throughout the country, and boy oh boy do we have some meaningful games coming up this Sunday. We start our Sunday early across the pond with the Vikings taking on the Browns in a game where both teams are coming off losses but have the ability to really turn some heads with 2 good defense overall. Vikings are staying overseas following their Week 4 loss in Dublin to the Steelers. The Broncos are coming off a dominant win on Monday Night Football against the Bengals and will look to continue off of that win as they head into Philly to take on the defending Super Bowl champs in what should be a great game in all phases. Bo Nix has been having a great season so far and should be a huge matchup in the early window of games. The Commanders will travel to the West Coast, take on the Chargers, who are both coming off losses, and both teams look to bounce back and get themselves back into the win column in the early season in the late window. On Sunday night, we have an AFC East showdown between the Bills and Patriots. New England coming into this game off a dominant win against Carolina, but will be up for a much taller task against the undefeated Bills led by Josh Allen in upstate New York, and how will Drake May overcome Bills Mafia and the tough environment on primetime. We conclude Week 5 in Duval County as the Chiefs take on the Jaguars on Monday night, as both teams are coming off impressive wins and should be set up for two high-powered offenses going toe-to-toe on primetime. The Chiefs are in a pivotal game to getting back into the AFC West race for the Jags. They are neck to neck.
Hello folks, J.R. Lambright here, in the deepest heart of the Piney Woods. We've talked about the game, but now we examine the great feuds. The weeks when neighbors turn to rivals and the contest becomes an almost existential battle. In East Texas, the annual football calendar provides a structure for social life. But during rivalry week, that dedication becomes something verging on a sacred devotion. These contests are far more than a sporting event. They stand as a cultural phenomenon, a defining way of life. We're talking about hyper-localized feuds, grudges where athletic success dictates the terms of local pride. Think of the Pinecone Bowl between Hemp Hill and West Sabine, or Kilgore and Henderson's Highway 259 shootout. For the smallest towns, this commitment carries a profound weight. Success is critical, not just for bragging rights, but for the preservation of a cherished covenant with the past. These games offer a validation of a community's identity, defining the social hierarchy for the next year. In this way, rivalries in high school football play their own part in the rhythm and fabric of the East Texas Piney Woods.
Hi, I'm Adam Maggard of the Varsity Sports Show, and tonight we spotlight the Phoenix Mercury, who just punched their ticket to the WNBA Finals after an unforgettable playoff run. The Mercury sealed the deal in Game 4, knocking off the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx 86-81. Phoenix stormed back from 13 down in the second half, electrifying the home crowd and locking in a 3-1 series win. It was the kind of comeback that defined their season, gritty, relentless, and clutch when it mattered most. Alyssa Thomas set the tone with her all-around dominance, while Satu Sabali delivered some of her best playoff games with 23 points in Game 3 and 21 in the clincher. Kalia Klopper brought the extra punch, her finals MVP experience shining through when Phoenix needed buckets the most. As the 4th seed, Phoenix had to scrap. They edged out the New York Liberty in round 1, then stunned Minnesota on the road with a 19-point comeback in Game 2 to force overtime and eventually get the win. Under coach Nate Tibbetts, the Mercury have showed poise under pressure, now headed into their 6th finals appearance in franchise history. Las Vegas edged out Indiana in dramatic fashion, winning Game 5 in overtime to clinch their finals spot. Now the Mercury gets set to face the Aces when the first ever best-of-7 WNBA Finals tips off Friday, October 3rd. The Valley is buzzing. Your Phoenix Mercury are finals bound. Their resilience has carried them this far. Now a championship is just 4 wins away. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Adam Maggard reporting.
Levitt rolls towards Tyson at the 40.
ASU football wide receiver Jordan Tyson made history against TCU. The redshirt junior reached a collegiate milestone with 2,000 career receiving yards after his 57-yard touchdown against the Horned Frogs. Tyson started his collegiate career at the University of Colorado Boulder, where he finished his freshman season with 22 receptions for 470 yards and 2 touchdowns. He came to the desert the next season and was plagued with injuries, leading to his redshirting. The 2024-25 season saw Tyson's breakout. He finished the season with 75 receptions for 1,101 yards and 10 touchdowns. This season, he hasn't missed a step. Through 5 games, Tyson has 39 receptions for 483 yards and 7 touchdowns. The receiving room has been one-sided, with Tyson having 34 more receptions than the closest receiver and almost 400 more yards. The reliance on Tyson could lead to trouble for the Sun Devils, but with the way he is playing this season, it has worked out well.
Levitt's playing Frogger back there. He found Tyson. Airborne. Got it. Outrageous.
The Allen, Texas native has caught the eye of the NFL. Numerous mock drafts have him going in the first round, and ESPN draft expert Mel Kiper Jr. ranks Tyson at the top of his wide receiver rankings for the 2026 draft. Tyson is on history watch for the single-season touchdown record. The record is 14 touchdowns set by Doug Allen in 1984. Tyson is halfway there through 5 games with 7. If he continues at this pace, Tyson will cement himself in ASU history. As the season goes on, all eyes will be on Tyson to break ASU records. He will continue to be a focal point in the Sun Devils offense, and the sky is the limit for this young pass catcher. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Niall Rosenberg.
The 2025 MLB playoffs are officially underway with a wide open field featuring the Philadelphia Phillies, Los Angeles Dodgers, and New York Yankees as all top contenders to win the World Series. You can't count out the number 1 seeds in the Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays, and Seattle Mariners, as they all have first-round byes and are also viable options to win the World Series. The format consists of a wild card series, a division series, championship series, and ultimately, the grand prize, the World Series. Factors like injuries, bullpen volatility, and team hotness are crucial parts for predicting success in the playoffs, and no one can predict health. With most experts predicting the Philadelphia Phillies as their World Series champions, it's anyone's team's year. And as we've seen in previous years, it's not always about the team that has the most success in the regular season. It's about the team that can just get in and ride that momentum and success to a World Series championship. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ryan Gaylord.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a Viva Varsity, reportándole desde Sacramento, California, mi nombre.
Hi everyone, this is Patrick Cohn with Varsity Sports Radio, bringing you the best that sports has to offer. I am so thrilled to be providing you guys with another video recap, and this week I'll be previewing the Arizona versus Oklahoma State football game, which will be happening this upcoming Saturday. Coming into this game, Arizona is considered a heavy favorite despite their devastating loss last week to Iowa State. They are considered the top favorite against a very troubling Oklahoma State team, which has struggled a lot this season. They are so far just 1-3 so far this season. Oklahoma State had a poor season last year in 2024, and their regular season woes continue here in 2025. It's going to be very interesting to see how Arizona rebounds from a very, very tough loss to Iowa State. Some of the big highlights for both teams include, for Arizona, quarterback Noah Fafita continues to dominate, continues to be a marvel and a phenomenon for the Arizona Wildcats offense, despite that tough loss to Iowa State. And for Oklahoma State, though, the troubles continue as they have allowed 35 points in total this entire season, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Arizona and Oklahoma State match up against one another. But Arizona is considered a very, very, very big favorite in this matchup. And so we'll see how both teams go about this game. But Arizona is expected to completely dominate Oklahoma State, and we'll see what happens. And I wish the best of luck to the Wildcats, me being from the University of Arizona. So thank you guys so much for listening to this video recap, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for listening.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn Battis with Varsity Sports Show, and I'm here to give you a quick recap of the ASU versus number 24 ranked TCU football game from last weekend. Last weekend, ASU came out on top after an incredible comeback performance. In fact, it was the biggest comeback versus a ranked opponent in program history. TCU started the game strong with a touchdown by number 6, Trent Battle, in the first quarter, a touchdown by number 26, Jeremy Payne, in the second quarter, and a field goal by number 99, Nate McCashlin, to bring TCU to that 17-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. It all turned around when ASU's Sam Levitt threw a huge touchdown pass to Jordan Tyson, bringing the Sun Devils back into the game just before halftime. Levitt finished out the half with an impressive run and rushing touchdown, proving himself to be an incredibly versatile QB1 for the Devils. In the beginning of the third quarter, TCU's Josh Hoover got his team down the field quickly with a huge pass to number 14, Joseph Manjack. However, ASU had a massive interception soon after, which eventually led to a successful field goal kick by Jesus Gomez to tie up the game 17-17. TCU responded almost immediately after that with another touchdown, bringing the score to 24-17, but Raleek Brown on ASU came up strong in the fourth quarter for some huge yard-gaining plays, which eventually led ASU to the 4-yard line on 4th and goal with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in the game. This is where Levitt came up huge and threw a dime to Tyson for another Sun Devil touchdown. ASU didn't let the Horned Frogs get far in their drive before sacking Hoover and forcing a fumble that gave ASU possession again just seconds after they scored. To hopefully secure the game, Jesus Gomez scored another field goal to make the Sun Devils lead 27-24. When everyone thought there was still a chance from TCU, Martell Hughes sealed the deal with an interception from Hoover with only 44 seconds left in the game. What an incredible game to watch. Again, I'm Ava Lombatis with Varsity Sports Show, and I hope you...
My name is Danny McDermott, and I'm reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. There's no better feeling than a shutout game on homecoming night, and that is exactly what the Canyon View Jaguars did this past Friday against Camelback Spartans, going for a victory 35-0. Both sides of the ball played fairly well, mostly for Canyon View, but I will say the Spartans did hold them down after the second half. But going back to that first half, Canyon View's QB, Brady Scott, threw 261 yards for 14 completed passes out of 20. He's actually ranked 38 in Arizona for total passing yards. So one of his more important plays that happened in that game was in the first half, in the second quarter, where he threw a 32-yard touchdown to senior wide receiver Braden Catlin. Literally right after that, you have Jaguars cornerback Tavin Bayer running a 45-yard intercepted touchdown. That puts 28 points up on the board for a 28-point advantage for the Canyon View Jaguars. Defense was a huge part of Canyon View's game on Friday, with 8 total sacks, and 3 of those sacks coming from senior Jackson McCarthy, totaling 5.5 sacks this season. So by the start of the third quarter, again, they were up 28 points, but managed to score only 7 after the half, which was great defense by the Spartans. So it was an all-around great game by both sides of the ball. So now taking that energy and momentum into the next game, Canyon View ends up facing the undefeated Desert Edge this upcoming Friday for their first ever regional game this season. Reporting for Varsity Sports, I'm Danny McDermott.
Hello, and welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Naya Castro, and joining me is...
Spencer McIntyre. How are you guys doing tonight?
Here at Buena High School, going to be finishing off this game with the Buena Colts and the Mountain View Toros. Currently, we're looking at 7-41. Toros are going to be in the lead here as the Colts march back onto the field. Now, watching the first half of this game, I feel like it was interesting because the Colts had so many great, almost moments. But I feel like what I was discussing with Patrick is that Mountain View has the speed. I feel like. So, did you see being down the field last quarter? Was it kind of crazy to see them firsthand?
I would agree. Yeah. Oh, sound a bit loud. There we go. All right. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. The Mountain View, they definitely had the speed and the power and the willpower more than that. They definitely wanted it, and I think there's.
We were talking.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we were just saying the drive was not for nothing. They had that drive and they thought very hard the entire way. So
Absolutely, they're putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. Though it's been exciting, and I was discussing earlier, I'm not sure if you know, but all of the pink that we're seeing tonight, any of the tape on the players and for all the refs.
I was wondering about that, especially with the flags.
It's for breast cancer awareness, actually.
Really?
It's something that the football teams do in October, so it's very nice.
That is nice. That's a great way to show the support.
Yeah, and so it's kind of nice to see student section. They always get all dressed up, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I was noticing a lot of pink tonight. Glad to know where that's coming from. That's good support.
When you don't know, it's like, I wonder what this pink tape is for. So
good to know it's for a good cause.
Yeah. And I'm interested to see what we'll be seeing from Buena as we come back. Obviously, halftime can do a multitude of different things. Sometimes maybe everyone just needs to get together and discuss a little bit. So I hope that everyone stays till the end to witness this great game that's going on.
Absolutely.
There's still time.
Definitely. We still have half a game left, so it's still anyone's game. Although I will say Mountain View does have quite the lead.
They do, yes, they
So
do.
Buena will need to put in quite a lot of work to catch up to them.
Yeah. Hoping to see some points added up on the board, but definitely nice for everyone to enjoy this cool weather tonight. And let me see, Mountain View's coming from, I was going to say Phoenix, but the Mesa area, so it's been pretty hot
Wow.
there still. So I feel like it's probably nice. I had to put on a jacket. I got kind of cool. So.
I did as well. Even coming from Tucson, this is quite a bit, just a bit colder.
I feel like it's like winter. I'm like, oh, it's really chilly.
We'll even see some snow tonight.
Hey, that would be nice. I don't know if it's that cold, but
No, I don't think so. I'm just kidding.
we did see some rain earlier, so that was interesting.
I did as well.
Luckily, it seemed to stay further that way. But as the clouds kind of pass over here, we're having a pretty clear night, so it's really nice.
That's great to see. I did notice the lightning earlier on in the game, but it seems like that's pretty much subsided.
I think so, yeah. And fingers crossed it'll stay like that. That'll mean that Mountain View will have a good ride home, as well as we will have a nice ride home. So.
Absolutely. Is there anything you're particularly looking forward to going into the second half?
I really want to see some more passes from Buena, or excuse me, yes, from Buena. I'm really excited because Caleb Layton, he has such an arm on him, and I feel like if they can make those connections and find the spaces in between, Mountain View's great defense, I feel like that they're going to be able to maybe put a little bit more on the board. So excited for that, but also excited to see just as the Mountain View continues to maybe dominate. We'll see. So interesting to see. How about you? Anything specific?
I'd have to agree with what you said. I'm looking forward to some more passes and seeing what Buena's got up their sleeve, especially after that extended break during halftime. We'll see if they can pull something out.
Yeah, it was interesting. They had, like you said, extended halftime. They had quite a bit of time before to kind of talk things out. They were doing. Excuse me, I'm having a lapse in my.
Oh, no worries.
Timeout. They were having timeout after timeout, kind of switching back and forth. So I think they're definitely both plotting something. We'll have to see what they're thinking now.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it as we get into the second half.
Yes, and time is now on the clock. 12 minutes here. Everyone's kind of starting to line up for beginning of the second half kickoff here. So very exciting.
Right. And in case you missed it, the score is currently 41 Mountain View, 7 Buena. We'll say Mountain View has quite the lead, so that'll be tough to beat.
Yes.
But there's as we said, there's still half a game left. They could bring it back.
And Mountain View is going to be kicking off here. Getting all lined up and started. And it's going to be number 15. Excuse me, forget his name. It's going to be, yes, Gerard. And so he missed his last kick, but he's been doing, honestly, an outstanding night. There we go. We see it kicked all the way into the end zone there for
Wow.
a touchback. He has quite a leg or a foot. I'm not sure what you would say on it, but definitely nice kick there.
Has he been kicking the last few field goals as well?
Yes, he has, and he's last one he missed, but he's been making it very, very far.
Wow.
So definitely put some extra points on the board. So it was nice to see.
When I was down on the field, yeah, he kicked it very far, and
Yeah, I was really surprised, especially for not that I mean the high school performers are always great, but for the football that young and pretty far. So
Indeed, and to be that consistent as well, bar that last one.
I agree. Yes,
That was very impressive.
We're now on the 20-yard line, getting all set up here. It's gonna be. Oh, flags are already flying.
Wow.
Not sure if it was false start, I believe.
I believe so. Wow.
So we're moving a little bit down. Penalty.
I'm wondering.
Announced what it was yet.
I'm wondering if Mountain View can pull out a big run.
Oh, excuse me. It was yes. Delay of game.
It'll be interesting to see if Mountain View can pull out a big start this early on again, as they have been doing that both quarters prior.
Yes, I agree.
Nearly getting a touchdown both times.
Yeah, it was insane. Not much of a change here. We're still down near the 20. It's going to be, I believe, second and 10. I apologize. And we're going to get it lined back up again. We haven't really moved from the 20-yard line here. So I think everyone's getting the jitters out before we get into the play here. 11 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock.
Shake it all off after halftime.
And so Caleb Layton with the ball, he's going to be honestly just trying to make it himself, see who's open. Does make a pass. It is incomplete. Intended for number 1. And that was Zachary. A great play, but I think that they're having trouble making those connections. Like I was saying before, they have everything, and Caleb has such a great arm on him that I'm sure we'll be seeing something put together here.
I'd say so as well. They just need to get those jitters out, as you said. Or they just warm back up.
And 53rd in the state, there's quite a lot of high schools, so I think we can't discredit them there.
No, definitely not. Impressive. Oh,
Another flag.
I believe that was for another false start. I could be wrong.
It's going to be off sides on the defense here.
Ooh, okay.
Going to be moving a little up the field.
Still staying generally around the 20-yard line.
And the Colts are going to punt the ball down the field. And it's going to be caught by Zachary on the Mountain View team.
Number 1.
Some yardage up the field. We're going to be down near the 50-yard line now as the team switch.
All right.
Getting ready to see the offense from Mountain View. Definitely exciting. A little scary, but very exciting. Or scary in terms of one, but definitely exciting to see here.
Indeed. I'm just glad we're getting away from that 20-yard line.
Yes, I agree.
Here we go.
And running up the field again. Some yardage on that play. First play for Mountain View as they get back in on this second half here. Definitely they're going to be wanting to continue dominating.
Indeed. They're going to be looking to lengthen that lead as much as they can.
I agree. Both fans are getting excited, praying for the defense here. All right, some enthusiasm. And from Brady Goodman, a phenomenal pass.
Wow.
And it's going to be a touchdown for the Toros. Congratulations to them. That was great. Do you see who that was caught by? That happened
I believe so. I believe that was number 6, Teo Weeks.
Yes, and we've been seeing some of Teo as well earlier. He was doing a great job in the first half, being available for his team. Made a few touchdowns as well. Going to be now to see if we'll be able to get another point.
47 on the board. That is impressive.
Yes. So we'll see number 15, Gerard, attempted an extra point here. And I believe it is good. So we're looking at 48-7 currently. Toros are in the lead here.
Mountain View's looking to lengthen their lead as much as they can. They are doing just that.
I agree. They definitely are doing what they set out to do. And some shuffling off the field from defense and offense, getting the team switched, and we'll see what Buena has in store. Hopefully we could, see Buena score and this little stretch that we have here, another opportunity for them. But I think that definitely very, very strong defense on Mountain View. So
I'd say so, absolutely. They're not making it easy on Buena tonight.
they are not, no, but props to Buena for keeping their enthusiasm up. I think it's important to stay in good spirits as the game goes on.
Absolutely. All right, we're setting back out on the field again.
Getting lined up around the 40-yard line here. Just some discussion with the refs as we get all set up. And I believe, is it going to be number 42 kicking off this time for Mountain View? And that is going to be, it's going to be number 42, Craig. He'll be kicking off here. And gets set up, kicks down the field. It's going to be a standard kick. A return caught by Jaden Thomas.
Wow.
On Buena, yeah. And a nice drive up the field, just past the 20-yard line. So that was great. A nice start.
Indeed. I've been hearing Jaden Thomas's name quite a bit tonight.
Yes, I think you'll be hearing it some more. I've definitely been hearing it a lot. Get up, line up here, 1st and 10. Get ready to see what Buena has in store for us.
All right.
We were discussing earlier, it's such a dark night tonight and some wind. It's feeling very October-esque, feeling a little bit more fall.
Absolutely. I was discussing with the field correspondent down on the field that it was dark by 6 o'clock.
I know, it's after this summer of light, nothing but light. So getting lined up and passed off for a run up the middle. It's going to be ran by number 21 on Buena, Wuhan. So great run for him there. We've been hearing his name a lot. Definitely take a look out for him. And getting set up again. Layton looks around and passes. And a run up the field pass is complete.
That looks to be around the 35-yard line.
Yes, and that'll bring a first down for Buena. Cheers from the crowd. It's nice to see. Oh wow!
Oh.
Here, so that's exciting. That's kind of fun. So as we get set up here, Layton is looking for someone, not seeing anyone. He's going to take the initiative, running up the field himself. Kind of goes up this corner of the middle there. We're now right in between, let me see, kind of near the 50.
Looks to be between the 45 and 46-yard line.
Yes. We're 2nd and 10 now, lining up again. Oh, excuse me.
Lujan again with the carry.
It's going to be a first down. Great job play down. Buena making its way up the field.
I was going to say they're making quite a bit of progress.
See, and I think they have that great initiative. You know, they really do have it in them.
Indeed, and you love to see the engagement with the students, like such as throwing the T-shirts just now.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Great engagement.
He does run around a little bit as he passes it up the field. And it's going to be caught by number 16 on Buena, which is going to be Colton Garrett. That'll be another first down for the Colts.
Wow.
Shuffling down the field, getting all lined up again. We're now near in between I think around the 35-yard line.
I'd say so.
Getting lined up again here. Layton's looking around, seeing maybe for a pass. And yes, pass is complete. Sacked immediately, but a great pass. Got them, I think, at least around 8 yards.
And did you catch who that pass was to?
I did not. It was a little bit hard to see. I believe to...
I think that was number 3.
I think so, yes.
That would be Gabriel Rodriguez.
And Layton making an attempt for a touchdown there. No one quite available. Everyone's man is being covered, so he didn't have any free player to pass that to there. But definitely trying to look around, see what he has to work with, try to get some points on the board there.
They're making progress, though. They're bringing it back. Definitely, they brought it all the way down to the end zone.
And you said there was
Just
number
about.
3 before?
I believe so. I believe it was Gabriel Rodriguez. Buena's showing some more initiative. They really want it now.
Yes, I think so. They want a little bit more. And we're now near the 20-yard line. Getting down the field, it is passed off to Lujan, and he runs down the field. Kind of goes off to the sides, going up the sideline a little bit. Does get a little bit of yardage on the play. Gain of 3. We're going to be 3rd and long right now. Still have an opportunity here. 2 opportunities, though. They're getting closer to that line. And Leighton gets the ball. I believe he's looking around. Some players open in the end zone, passes it. It is incomplete, though.
Unfortunate.
And pass is going to be intended for number 1, Jaden Thomas. There was a few players there, but Mountain View really just gets on them, especially when they get over to that end zone.
They have good defense.
They really do, yes. We're looking at 5:18 left in this quarter here.
I'll say, despite Mountain View's good defense, they are in a dangerous spot right now.
Yes, I agree. Want to, inhibit any more points from getting on the board from Mountain View, I think, in terms of Buena. But we're passing here. Lane passes, and pass looks like it's cut and drop, so it's going to be incomplete, but intended for, it was for Garrett, correct?
I didn't quite catch that, actually.
It was intended for number 16, Colton Garrett, but he's trying to get available there, make himself be able to get that touchdown, but looks like no use in terms of the fight against Mountain View.
Unfortunately, yeah, the Buena has been pushed back just a little bit.
We're going to have some switching here, getting ready for the Toros to have another offensive streak.
Make some noise for that cool defense. Let's go. Get loud. Loveless.
Or excuse me, we have one more play. I apologize. And looks like Caleb Layton is going to be pushed back a little bit.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, he tried to look around there. No one to pass to, so he was sacked in the backfield a little bit. All right, getting set up again. And not a lot of yardage on that. We're still in the same area. We are near the 30-yard line.
Yeah. Around the 30-yard line, as you said. Wow, Mountain View is bringing it back to their side, pushing Buena further and further away from the end zone. Not good for Buena.
And now Mountain View showing us that. Right. As Mountain View gets ready, Brady Goodman hands off the ball, but a little bit of loss on the play. Getting lined up again here. I think definitely some anxiety from both teams. Obviously less from Mountain View, but they don't want to see any more points from Buena. So everyone's a little antsy right now. Getting all lined up. And Goodman with the ball. He's going to pass it to,
I believe that was number 15.
I think so, yes. That was a nice connection there, but luckily, number 15 on Mountain View, you said that was Gibson, and I was looking at the wrong player. I apologize. John, number 6.
Get some noise. Let's go. Loveless, I need you louder than ever. Right now.
What a team making some noise, hoping for a good outcome here. Hoping their defense holds strong. Apologies. It was number 15, John Gerard, earlier. And it's going to be a first down for Buena.
All right.
Great for them.
Indeed, bring it back once again.
We're hearing the cowbell a little bit, so fans are holding strong. Teams holding
there
strong.
It is again. Always love some cowbell.
It's so hometown football feeling.
I know, indeed.
We're still near the 30-yard line. And Goodman getting ready.
And that is a touchdown for Buena. Colts are now up 13.
Yeah, that was great.
To Mountain View's 48.
just like we were discussing before, I think they really have it in them. And Caleb Layton really has that arm. And so I think that between that and the connections that he was seeing, someone was able to be open, and that's exactly what we needed to be seeing. So
I'd say so as well. They're doing. Was it Leighton? Yes, Leighton. Once he finds those to pass to, he can make that connection, and he's doing it well. He really knows what he's doing.
And it looks like the extra point is going to be good.
Yes, it is.
Amazing for the Colts. We're now looking at 14 to 48.
Wow.
Got some more points on the board. Definitely better than nothing.
Indeed. Mountain View is not liking that, though.
No, we'll definitely see what that will entail for Buena, as Mountain View is going to go back and go on offense here.
We have 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. So we'll see what more that Buena can do in those remaining 2 minutes, as well as the final quarter.
Shuffling back onto the field here. Colts are going to go get lined up, ready for kicking the ball. They have a nice playlist here. Have a little bit of mix of some 2000s and some rock, so very classic Friday Night Lights here. But
Loving the little Ozzy Osbourne tribute earlier as well.
yes, that was nice as well. I agree.
Great, as we all know, Crazy Train is a staple of high school football.
Yes, definitely. And for Buena, kicking off is going to be number 14, Allen. He'll get us started here as we finish off our third quarter in the game. Luckily, and I don't want to jinx this, but luckily for both teams, I feel like we've had a minimal amount of lag. So kind of skittering across the field, and it is going to be number 8 on Mountain View for the return. It's going to be TJ Walker.
Return on play.
Or excuse me.
Got a late flag coming in on the
Chloe
sideline.
Bodley.
Far sideline.
That was an impressive play.
I feel like Mountain View, I mean, obviously we saw it in the very, very first play of the game, but Mountain View has been interesting with their returns. I feel like some of the teams let it kind of skitter, don't have much on the return, but Mountain View has, had some touchdown attempts from the return. So
Indeed they have. I believe it was number 0, Arnett. He's been making quite a few runs, especially early on in each quarter.
yes, Talon Arnett has been definitely amazing for them tonight. A great asset. He has ran a lot of yards tonight. So.
Indeed he has. We'll see if he'll try that again.
And there was going to be a flag against the Toros. It's going to bring them back a little bit. Going to be now just between around the 25-yard line. As Brady Goodman gets ready, he's going to pass it off for a run up the field. Small yardage on the play.
No gain on the play.
Or excuse me, no gain on the play. So I thought very small, but I guess no yardage. Hopefully, maybe I see something here as Goodman gets ready.
I hope so.
Maybe some more from Arnett, as we were saying before. Goodman looking around, I think for a pass. Pass is a yes. And pass is going to be completed.
Great open field tackle by James LeSwayer.
Did you happen to catch the number on the player?
It's going to be number 40, actually.
Number 40.
New name we're seeing here, Sterling Stapley. And we are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn Battis with Varsity Sports Show, and I'm here to give you a quick recap of the ASU versus number 24 ranked TCU football game from last weekend. Last weekend, ASU came out on top after an incredible comeback performance. In fact, it was the biggest comeback versus a ranked opponent in program history. TCU started the game strong with a touchdown by number 6, Trent Battle, in the first quarter, a touchdown by number 26, Jeremy Payne, in the second quarter, and a field goal by number 99, Nate McCashlin.
Thank you for your patience there. We're back with the Varsity Sports Show. This is Naya Castro and
Spencer McIntyre. How are you guys doing?
Getting excited to finish off this game here. We're in the third quarter, 1 minute, 12 seconds left, counting down. Colts fans getting excited. Mountain View fans over there on the other side getting excited here. And let's see what exactly happened there. It's going to be passed off.
See those to number 15, John Gerard.
And that was a first down for the Toros.
Wow. Impressive. And we have about 40 seconds left on the clock for the third quarter.
Now we are on the 40-yard line. Going down the field. Mountain View is going to have the ball, and Goodman's going to pass it off. And a little bit of a dog pile. We're now just on the 50-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play.
Thomason on the tackle. Hey,
Looks like Jaden Thomas was in on that tackle, so great job for him. Getting it set up again. All right.
Oh.
And actually, I believe the QB did get switched out, actually. It's now going to be Brock White is looking like he's getting his turn.
Okay.
Letting him get a turn, so that's kind of nice. He is a sophomore, actually, at Mountain View.
Impressive.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm sure that's exciting getting moved up from JV to varsity so young.
Absolutely. Quarterback at sophomore year. That's impressive.
Yes, I definitely remember the excitement from the players when I was in high school. So I can't even imagine now getting to come on this long trek all the way over here to Sierra Vista, how exciting that is.
Absolutely. And we are now into the fourth quarter. The score is currently 14 for Buena and 48 for Mountain View.
He's got 12 minutes left of game time.
Last 12 minutes. It all comes down to this.
It really does, yeah. And I'm gonna be right back here. We're gonna take a quick break.
Hello, everybody. My name is Antonio Gutierrez here with the Varsity Sports Show, and today we'll be talking about the Horizon Huskies and their elite rushing offense. They run a three-back set led by seniors Bodie Zamorano and Johnny Issett, with freshman running back Dylan Brush playing a vital role as well. Bodie Zamorano is one of the many stars on this Horizon offense. The all-time leading rusher at Horizon has been a four-year starter and has started out a senior campaign on fire, averaging just over 125 yards a game on the ground. His physical running style has helped him find the end zone 4 times as well this year.
And we are back here in Sierra Vista at Buena High School, finishing up the game with 12 minutes left. We're in the last quarter.
Please come to the press box.
We are on near the 50-yard line here, or actually near the down at the 50. Kind of some movement around as we're getting lined up here. I think a little bit of confusion as the rest talk of the players. But Mountain View's going to get it started here. And number 10, Brock White, sophomore QB that's filling in right now for Mountain View. Passing off. No gain on the play.
I've got to say, there haven't been too many penalties on this game. This has been a fairly brisk and quick-moving game.
Bring up as well. I think in the beginning, just when everyone's getting their jitters out, there was some, but it's nice to see, a deficit. We don't want to see a surplus of them. So, I think we spoke too soon. A receiving penalty is going to be against the Toros. Marching back 5 more yards. I believe that was a holding call. So we're going to be going now a little bit back. We're now going to be right about on the 41-yard line. See what they can make of this. Buena High School getting ready for battle here. Defense trying to prepare. Everybody's getting lined up.
On guard.
Brock White with the snap. It was a little hard to see there. It looked like a low snap. And
Left side.
Loss of 1 on that play. It looks like Brock White was going to be tackled. And getting ready for another play here. Lining up, ball just around the 40-yard line still. Just a loss of 1 on that last play. Toros and the Colts lining up here. as Brock White gets ready to receive the snap. Great snap. And he's looking for some players and pass to, making his way up the field, taking the initiative. Wow, wow.
Making a run himself. Oh, wow.
I was going to say I saw him mix the 50 and then the 40, and then he pushed out right about there.
Still, that's an impressive run.
No, really, seriously.
Where did they start from again, you said?
Over right near the 40.
The 40, wow.
So it's about a 10, 11 yard carry. That was great.
Yeah, that was.
All right, we're looking at 9:33 left. It is counting down.
Wow, this is moving quick.
Yes, it is.
Can Buena bring it back? With 9 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock.
Coming down here, at least maybe make one more touchdown would be
One would hope.
exciting for them. But I think it's nice that Brock White gets some time here to, get comfortable on the field out with his players and put some stuff together to see Vista what he's got.
Indeed, hopefully Brock White, he'll get his time to shine, and he can hopefully end this game strong.
Yes. Going to be on the 30-yard line now. Getting set up. These Toros are still going to have that ball. And going to be passed off.
I believe that was number 33.
Yes. Emmett Hawks looks like. And he's going to be a running back for Mountain View. We're at 4th and long now.
It was Emmett Hawks, another sophomore.
Those players that got up from JV, it's really nice to give them the opportunity to get the playing time in, so it's nice.
It is, yeah, a great opportunity.
Get their max prep scores up, so that's always good. Get colleges looking at them.
Indeed, and they're doing it right. They're doing a great job tonight.
Yeah. And we're gonna kick the ball here. Gonna be a punt. Getting ready for fourth and long. Or no, excuse me, they decided to not go with the punt. Decided to line up and run the ball one last time.
Okay. And who was that with the carry?
I believe that was going to be was that 53?
It may have been 53. That would be. I apologize for the delay.
Maybe I think there was such a dog pile here. It was hard to see exactly who got it there. But we're lining back up here again. Still at 48-14. Toros in the lead, 7:35 left on the clock. And we'll see if Buena can give us another one. So, number 4, Caleb Layton with that arm again. Shoots it down the field. That was great, wasn't it?
It was. That went far.
Yeah, intended for Jaden Thomas.
That had to have been about 30 yards, I'd say.
Yeah, but there was a flag on the play. I wonder what that was.
We will see momentarily.
Players kind of scattered on the field here. And the clock is still counting down.
About 7 minutes left on the clock. This has been a very fast quarter.
Yeah.
Picking up the flag. No flag on play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And Buena getting lined up here again. See if we can make some magic happen in the last few minutes. Caleb Layton going to be passing the ball off there. And skittered off the sideline there, pushed out out of bounds.
And who was that? Number 21, I believe?
I believe, yes.
Yeah, that was number 21 from Buena, Michael Lujan.
Nice. And we've heard from Lujan as well. Let him out. Great yardage on that play. That was
Indeed. Nice. Got to acknowledge the band playing Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Great song.
Yes, I agree. Getting some. There is going to be a sideline warning called against the Toros. I'm not sure exactly what that was for. Someone stepping over or some yelling, but getting set up again after that flag. 6 minutes counting down here. They're running the clock down. And running down the field, it's going to be Michael Lujan again. Great for him.
Wow.
Great yardage on that play.
Great carry.
Yeah, no, I agree. And we're now approaching just around the 15-yard line. We're right near the 20s. So as we're approaching down the field, hopefully we can get to the end zone there. We can't do that. It would be nice. What a spectacular show by both teams. Especially going up against such a high-ranking team like Mountain View. I have to give Buena some credit. I feel like they really tried to put their best foot forward. They did, and here we are. And we're still seeing a pass by
Wow.
and makes a touchdown.
And that's another touchdown for Buena.
I have to just admire their perseverance as they keep adding, regardless of kind of the spectacle that's happened and all of the great work by Mountain View. They're still adding points, and now that we're at 20 to 48, maybe we'll see if we can put another point on the.
We will see. Buena's putting in the work tonight.
And see, that's so important of the resilience to stay through the game. Make sure you're keeping that, professionalism, keeping that sportsmanlike conduct. And everyone here is having a great time. So it's nice to see such, a great game being played. Just classic Friday nights.
I have to agree. Very sportsmanlike, very professional, and they're putting their best effort forth, bringing themselves up to 20 to Mountain View's 48.
And we'll see number 14 can make the kick. Oh, and it is
Blocked, it looks like.
It is blocked
Wow.
by Mountain View. So we're going to be sitting at 20 to 48 here as Mountain View take that ball again. See if we can make another touchdown for Mountain View. We're looking at 5:11 left on the clock here.
Imagine being Buena right now, coming all the way up to 20 from when they started. They're putting in some serious effort tonight.
Yes, I think especially in the second half, they really have come back and just said, okay, let's try as best we can. Let's have fun, do what we need to do, and that's so important.
Indeed. That's what really matters.
Exactly.
Do the best you can, and they're doing just that.
Precisely, yeah. And now both teams were shuffling back onto the field here, getting ready to play some good football.
Coming into the last stretch, 5 minutes 11 seconds left on the clock.
And number 14 for Buena, and that's going to be Alan. He'll be kicking the ball for us.
All right, we're getting set up. We'll begin
Alan
momentarily.
Martorello. He'll be kicking the ball down the field here. And I'm interested to see, like we were talking about these returns earlier, I feel like this is something, every team kind of has their knack that they're really good at. Obviously, Mountain View plays a lot, but I think they pay attention to the returns. So I would definitely be on their toes right here. And you can see them very anticipated getting ready here.
Indeed.
And number 14 on Buena kicks the ball. Kind of goes down the middle, but it's getting near the 20 and goes out of bounds.
Ooh,
flag
in the play.
Yeah. Not sure what that was for, but the ball's went out of bounds down near the 10.
This will be interesting to see what Buena can pull out in the last few minutes.
Yeah. Some switching of the players here, getting everyone out onto the field. It was a kick infraction by the Colts, actually. So I'm not sure exactly what that entails. I don't hear that very often in football, so. We are seeing the Colts here line up near the 40-yard line. I'm not sure if that's where they're going to be, I think around where they're going to be starting. And yes. So we're now just about on the 40-yard line. Mountain View's going to have the ball here. I believe that number 10, Brock White, will be the QB that's coming out. Yes, march down the field. Get ready. Looks like he was finishing off the game for us. And it's handed off. Ran up the middle there. And that was ran up the middle by Troy Bodaloo again. So the running back junior, he's been doing a great job.
He has indeed. A lot of impressive plays. I think Buena's looking to see what they can do in the last few minutes.
Yes, I think so.
But I would say Mountain View it's looking good for Mountain View.
Pretty sunny. And handed off. Ran up the field. for Mountain View. I believe that was number 2, and that'll be Steve Meadow. We're now going to be past the 50 here.
Oh.
Passed off by Brock White. Ran up the field. Gain of 3.
That was Steve Meadow. Number 2, Steve Meadow again.
Again, yeah. I love to hear a new name. You know, it gets them the ability to put some good stats for themselves.
Absolutely. Even in the last few minutes of the game, it's all important.
And Brock White looking around, looking for someone to pass. So I believe pass is incomplete.
Look to be intent. Look to be intended for Gerard, number 15.
And it actually caught. Third down for them. Some confusion going on, some yelling, and a flag. I'm not exactly sure what had happened as they got set up again.
Oh,
timeout for the Colts. We're going to go on a quick break. We will be right back. Thank you.
Week 5 of the NFL season is upon us, which also means that there is more chaos upon us here in the NFL. My name is Jacob Nolde here for Varsity Sports Show, and today I'll be running through a quick 2 minutes of the Week 5 in the NFL and some of the key matchups you should be looking forward to come Sunday. Some of them feature 2 hot offenses, some feature 2 hot defenses. All matchups from the Sunday we'll be talking about here tonight. October is here, and so games start to mean a little more as the weather gets colder throughout the country, and boy oh boy do we have some meaningful games coming up this Sunday. We start our Sunday early across the pond with the Vikings taking on the Browns in a game where both teams are coming off losses but have the ability to really turn some heads with 2 good defense overall. Vikings are staying overseas following their Week 4 loss in Dublin to the Steelers. The Broncos are coming off a dominant win on Monday Night Football against the Bengals and will look to continue off of that win as they head into Philly to take on the defending Super Bowl champs in what should be a great game in all phases. Bo Nix has been having a great season so far and should be a huge match.
And we are back. This is the Varsity Sports Show. Thank you for joining us again. Brock White with the ball, passing it off. A little bit of a dog pile, though. We're down near the 30-yard line, or excuse me, 20-yard line. Or no, I apologize. For the 40-yard line. I can't get my numbers straight today.
No worries there.
So yes, to confirm, we're near the 40-yard line. And Mountain View's going to have the ball. Brock White passing off to number 2, Steve Meadow again.
Brought down immediately.
Yes, Buena read that very well and responded.
They did. They're not making it easy in the last few minutes.
No. We're now looking at 2:28 on the clock, counting down.
That's right. 20 for the Colts. 48 for Mountain View.
Getting lined up again, and Brock White feels maybe he could get another touchdown before the end of this game.
You might be right.
Looking around.
Ooh.
I believe intended for number 15, Gerard. Looked like he was trying to get looked like he was trying to throw it away a little bit, though.
It almost did, yeah. About 2 minutes left on the clock. It all comes down to this in the last couple minutes.
Getting the third down for Mountain View. Fans stopping their feet, still excited to see what Buena can do as Brock White gets ready to throw the ball, and I believe
Yep. Pass
complete.
I believe so. And let's see who that was to.
They get up here.
That looked to be number 40.
Oh, and we are going to take a quick break there. We'll be right back. Thank you. This is the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Adam Maggard of the Varsity Sports Show, and tonight we spotlight the Phoenix Mercury, who just punched their ticket to the WNBA Finals after an unforgettable playoff run. The Mercury sealed the deal in Game 4, knocking off the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx 86-81. Phoenix stormed back from 13 down in the second half, electrifying the home crowd and locking in a 3-1 series win. It was the kind of comeback that defined their season, gritty, relentless, and clutch when it mattered most.
And thank you for your patience. We're back in Sierra Vista tonight. Gorgeous night to finish off the game here between the Buena Colts and the Mountain View Toros.
Indeed, we're looking at a beautiful night on the way home. I'm in anticipation of this last minute.
Yeah, excited to see what they're going to do here. Oh. And the Toros are going to take a knee.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We very much appreciate it. It was a lovely game. Great playing by both teams, but definitely congratulations to Mountain View. Great plays from them. Thank you so much, Spencer.
Of course.
Have a great night. This is Naya Belcastro reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.